What's going on? It's King Riches, yeah. This is the call-in show. Power, obviously, yeah. www.ambitions of power, yeah. Make sure that you go over there and cop some of the merchandise. I'm wearing one of the t-shirts right now. Make sure you go over there and join the power team. Listen, this is the call-in show, right? Where anyone can call in with any issues, problems. Maybe they want to argue with me about anything. I'm right here. I won't be putting people's faces on the screen. Yeah, it will strictly be, just like phone calls. But the StreamYard link is in the description. Actually, it's not in the description. The StreamYard link is in the chat. So all you have to do is go to that link and you'll be able to join me and we can talk on here right now. Right? There's no reason why anyone needs to be scared because your face will not be shown. Right? I will deliberately I'll deliberately not show people's faces so people can have the anonymity. Yeah. So look, this is the call-in show, man. I want to talk about a couple things. First thing I want to talk about, right? Yeah, I've done a few videos talking about some of the dating problems that I feel that are in the black community, and I've had a mixed bag of feedback on those videos. A lot of people agree with me, and a lot of you lot surprised, a lot of females are agreeing with what I say. All right. But then you get people that critique the things you say, or they argue and they don't really have logical arguments. They're just not agreeing because they're biased, or probably the things I'm saying reflect in their own lives and it hurts their feelings, right? So I always find it funny that people will try to fight against the truth. It's ridiculous, bro. It's actually ridiculous. Yeah. And please, all of you hit the like button. Please do that so people can find this live call-in show and people can call in. Yeah. There's 13 of you. Shout yourselves out in the chat so I know you lot are alive. Yeah. 17 of you. Just type something in the chat so I know you lot are alive. With these call-in show videos, I usually chop them up and make them smaller videos anyway, so I'm not really that worried if the video comes up a bit funny, and all that. But anyway, listen, this is the call-in show, man. Call in. A lot of you guys, you always say, oh, are you gonna do a call-in show? Are you gonna do a call-in show? I'm here. The StreamYard link is in the chat, right? The StreamYard link is in the chat right now. Hold on, let me put it in the chat again. I really want to hear people's opinions about the content I've been putting out. I want to hear people's problems. If anyone needs advice or anything, yeah, like I want to hear from you. So this is open to each and everyone. It don't matter who you are, young, old, black, white, man, woman. It doesn't matter who you are. If you've got any problems or you want to talk about anything that's troubling you, this is the time. All right. Yes, man. Got one here. Or you want to talk about anything that's troubling you, this is the time. Yo.
Yeah,
you got to turn me off in the background.
I turned you off.
All right, cool. What's going on, Risen? What's going on, my boy Risen, man?
Hey, what's up, dude?
Yeah,
I heard you. I got your email.
Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, cool. Do you want to do that video tomorrow?
Oh, you want to do it tomorrow?
I mean, because this was like a call-in show for everyone today.
Okay.
But we could do that video tomorrow, 100%, bro.
Okay, we can do it tomorrow. That's fine.
All right, cool. Is there anything you want to talk about though, quickly?
Okay. Let's talk about like male friends. I think because like we always talk about women and stuff like that. We could kind of like mix it up, right? I mean, what do you think about male friends who stab each other in the back for females.
Oh my God.
Yeah. This is an interesting topic because I think it doesn't get talked about enough, right? The amount of dudes who are just thirsty as fuck, and you think they're like really, really good guys, like they're super loyal to you until a female enters the picture. And it's just like the pussy just means so much more.
Yeah. And do you know the worst thing? Two of my good friends have fallen out over that recently. Recently.
They both fought over a female?
That they didn't physically fight, but these are two guys that were very close. They were like everyone assumes they're brothers, right? And basically, one of the guys decided, oh, I'm gonna sleep with his girl. He slept with the other guy's girl.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What happened to bros before hoes?
Bro, I don't know. And the thing is, I was so shocked. Like when I saw that, I was disgusted, bro.
Holy shit.
Like and literally, if you knew the guys I was talking about, you'd probably think they were brothers as well, because they're always together. They work the same. They're in the same industry. They work the same job. You know, everything. They lived in the same house. They were housemates. All everything. Right?
Were they Tyrones?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
This is starting to make more sense. What was the chick? Was she out of 10? What did she look like?
I didn't even see the chick.
You didn't even see the chick?
But it was just the fact of like.
Wait, she lived in the same house as them, or no?
No. It was just it was like one of them. It was just his girl, innit? Like, and yeah, the other one just slept with her. And I was just like, what? When he told me, he was like, oh yeah, I don't talk to him no more. I was like, what? How? How can you not be talking to him no more? Like, do you know what I mean? And then it was just a fact of, oh yeah, he slept with my girl. Like I randomly came to her house one day because he had the keys to her flat, and then he walked in and he was there in the bed.
Wait, so she was his actual girlfriend?
Yeah, it was his girl. Like it was his girl. Like.
Oh my fucking God, dude.
In the house. Imagine that. You walk into your house. You walk into your girl's house because you got the key, and you walk in there and your best friend is in bed with your girl.
Bro, like some of these people are just this is so stupid.
This is like some TV shit. This is like some TV shit.
Yeah. What? They couldn't find a hotel or some shit? Like
no, fuck that. I'm thinking of all the women and girls out there. You couldn't just not fuck your friend's girl.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fucked. Like you're a snake after that.
I wonder what happened to her. I mean,
no, obviously she had all the excuses in the world. Oh, just stupid excuses. They always got excuses. There's always excuses. No, there's no excuse. You're an adult. You knew what you was doing.
I've had like my own experience. I've had friend groups break up over shit like this, where like girls are sleeping with other guys and guys are sleeping with other girls who were like together and stuff like that. And yeah, it's always the girl gets off scot-free, funnily enough, and the guy always gets screwed over a lot of the time.
Yeah, it's just crazy. And then now the two guys are not friends, and it's just I just think, was it really worth it? Like you've lost a lifelong friend that you've had. Like they've known each other like way over 10 years.
Holy wow. That's
yeah,
a long time, dude.
Like, they've known each other.
Like, okay, I'll be honest with you, King Riches. I've done some stuff to friends that I've regretted. I mean, never anything this bad. Like I've told like white lies before or something because of like I didn't feel like doing something for them, and that they like a favor or something they asked. Like usually it's either money or like they want me to drive them somewhere or something, and I just didn't want to do it, and it came to bite me in the ass before, but never anything like this bad. You know what I mean? Like, and when I hear stuff like this, I just think to myself, like, you can't really trust, like, don't trust anyone. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can't really trust anyone.
No, I say it all the time. Like you listen, bro. Like especially with when girls are involved, you can't hundred. Like I will say this. Yeah, I was in two minds about doing a video about this. This is for guys. Yeah, when you have a girl or you have your girlfriend or whatever, right? Stop bringing her around your friends, bro. A lot of you guys make this mistake. You want, I don't know, you want to be like the Brady Bunch or something, like you, your girlfriend, your best friend, and you will hang out. Bro, stop bringing your girl around other guys, even if they're your friends. I don't care. Because most time when people cheat, they cheat with the people closest to them, bro. So
Yeah, I think
if you always bring your girl around your friends, bro, one of them will get weak and think, okay, let me just do something with her.
I mean, this is definitely the
Good
worst
looking.
thing about this is like this is more prevalent in promiscuous communities, right? Because in the Asian community, this is not that prevalent. Like, because I brought girlfriends around my guy friends, and Asian, like a lot of Asian guys, they just don't make moves or like do shit like this. If you're part of the Asian community, you'll know what I'm talking about. I mean, you're part of the Black community, so you don't know. Because there's a lot of times they'll have girlfriends too, and just in general, the Asian community is less promiscuous. So
I get your point. I get your point, but I feel like, bro, people are people, bro. People will do it if they want to do it. It don't matter what race they are. They will do it, bro. Now,
that's true.
I will agree that there's an issue with black people where, like for instance, like when you listen to a lot of songs, right, a lot of rap songs or R&B songs, and a lot of guys will be talking about, oh, I'll sleep with, I fucked your girl, and da 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 da. That's a big running theme in a lot of black music, that I fucked
Yeah,
your girl.
yeah.
Like, and I always think that's weird. Like, why is this like the thing to do?
I've never thought of that's something to brag about. That's
Yeah,
like,
why is that the thing to do, that you must sleep with another man's girl? So you know that that guy is sleeping with her. He's getting his dick sucked by her. He's busting nuts in her. He's busting nuts inside her, and now you want to go after, and you feel like you've won something.
I know for a fact, like
Sense,
for
bro.
instance, I've never slept with a girl who was taken by another guy. Like who like I know a lot of guys have, but I never stepped into that because I always thought there was gonna be more issues. Like, and I've had opportunities to, okay,
Mm.
but I decided against it, and I but most of my guy friends who are like kind of players and into that like Mac lifestyle, they've done plenty of stuff like that where they've had slept with girls who were taken,
Mm.
and I always thought to myself, that's a bad road to go down, dude. Like that's gonna bite you in the ass, you know.
Yeah, man. It's bro, like as I said, right, when my mate told me what happened, I was upset, man. I was upset like it happened to me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's how, because I was close to both of them. And the thing about it, what I clocked onto it as well, is the guy that actually slept with his mate's girl. He was the type of guy that he's like obsessed with girls, with getting girls. He wants to get girls all the time. Like uh, what I've noticed is guys that are like that, yeah, you can't trust them, bruv. Guys that are so obsessed with trying to smash loads and loads and loads of girls, like everything they do is about trying to get another girl, get another girl. It's like, bro, like, of course you can't trust him with your girl. He would sleep with your one as well.
Yeah, actually, I agree with you, dude.
And it don't matter how long you've known him, because his mentality is pussy's pussy. So don't get mad about it. What do you mean don't get mad about it? It is my girl. You didn't have to see. Do you know what I mean? But the other factor of it that I always think about, right, is why are women so easy to sleep with, even when they have boyfriends?
Well, I mean,
Think about it. Think
everyone
about
knows,
it.
like, the statistics show that the number one cheaters are women in the age group of 20 to 29. Like,
Yeah.
it's not even close. It's like, and then after that, the age group afterwards is men from 30 to 40, right? They are the more like it's 30% from men 30 to 40 who cheated who are in relationships, and women it's like 40 to 50% who cheated from ages 20 to 29. This is like a US statistic. So it's like they just have so much opportunity, man. Like they can't hold back their desires, bro. Like to a certain degree, I understand, but to another degree, it's like, no, you're just not trustworthy.
Yeah, listen, bro. Like I was talking about this with one of my other mates this week. I was like, bro, like it don't matter what your girl says or whatever. Don't trust her, bro. You can't trust the girl. You just can't. Like, don't ever have it in your mind that, oh, she would never do that, bro, until she does it, bro.
I mean, I'll tell you, like, there's only one girl I've ever had where I thought, okay, this like one girlfriend where I thought this could be like really long term, and surprisingly, she was an American, right? I mean, unsurprisingly, she was an American. She came over from China, right? This is like back in like late college, and I was with her for a year, and I would have stayed with her, but she went back to China, unfortunately, to run her father's business. But yeah, it's like she was. I wouldn't say she was a unicorn, but she was just really naive about like a lot of things in America and like a lot of the dating culture and practices, right? And if I was to say, like, if you were gonna pick a chick where you thought, okay, she's the least likely chance to fuck me over, right? I would say it has to be a girl who's sheltered. You know what I mean? Who hasn't dated like at all, or dates very very little, because she was a virgin, right? When I met her, like I know a lot in the red pill community. Like I don't totally buy into the entire idea that you can't start a relationship before you smash a girl, right? Because I've had 3 relationships now where I started the relationship before I smashed her, and everything ran really really good, right? I had no problems, and oftentimes those girls are more stable, right? In my opinion, but that's just my experience, and it's probably something to do with the Asian community a lot of the times. But back to this, like that's the type of girl you have to pick, and I know that's going to be very very hard for like a lot of the modern guys. So
To be honest with you, and I'd say this in closing because I've got loads of other people trying to get on. But in closing, I'd say that a lot of guys these days, they're not even trying to have relationships no more. I think a lot of guys are just thinking, you know what, I'm just gonna get power, like I always say, yeah. And they're just whatever girls come and go. That's just the way it is. Now, if you're lucky enough to actually run into a girl that is worth being with, then cool. But most guys, I'm telling you, these younger boys, these boys younger than me, they don't care.
I know what you're talking about. They're waking up.
I'm around a lot of younger boys. They don't care. They're just running through girls. Black, white, it don't matter. Even all this race stuff that I talk about, that stuff don't even really apply to them. They're just doing whatever. When I talk about all this race stuff, it's more or less like if you're like 25 and up. You know what I'm saying?
You think so?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Guys that are like 18, 19, 20, 21, they're just doing whatever. It don't matter what color the girls are. Especially if you're in a metropolitan city, if you're in an urban city or whatever, you doing whatever. If you're in college or uni, yeah, you're doing whatever. It don't matter. Do you know what I mean? Now, once they get out of that and get a bit older, then race starts to play more of a bigger part of it again. Like you can't never completely escape the race pill. But yeah, they like these boys now, they don't care. And even the girls, they don't care. The girls are acting like guys now.
Yeah. All right. So, I'll let you, I'll get off. I'll let other people get on. All right.
I appreciate that. My boy Risen, man, he's going to be here tomorrow, man. We're going to be talking about something a little bit different than usual.
Yeah. See ya.
All right. Big up Risen, man. All right. Oh, big up my boy. Yes, man.
What's up?
I'll
What's up?
say your screen, don't worry. Yes, man. What's going on? What's going on?
How's it going, man? How's it going?
I'm good. I'm good. What do you want to talk about, my boy? What's
Yeah,
going
so I wanted to ask you a question in terms of fitness. What is the optimal body weight for someone like me? Because I'm about 183 centimeters, and I have a small like bone structure. I have broad shoulders, but my wrists are kind of small, and I can build muscle quite fast. But I want to know, do you think the best weight is for me to aspire to get to? You think in kilograms?
Yeah, how much do you weigh?
Probably about 70 at the moment. Yeah.
70, and you're what, 6'3"?
No, 6 foot. I'm 6 foot.
6 foot. What did you say? 180 centimeters.
183.
Oh,
Yeah.
83. All right, cool. So boom. I'd say if you could get up to, you're probably at a good weight now, but if you could probably put on, oh no, to be honest, it depends what look you're looking for.
Yeah.
Like, I can't say what weight you should be because it depends what you want to look like or how you want to be. Like, so your body frame, your body type is what now, and what do you want to look like?
So my body type is right now just slightly out of shape. My abs aren't showing. A little bit of fat on my stomach. I've got some size on my chest. My shoulders are broad, so I'm just out of shape. I'm looking to do like a body recomp or something like that. But
I'd say start doing. I'd say to you, fam, start doing HIIT workouts.
HIIT workouts. Okay.
Yeah, HIIT, high intensity interval training. Yeah, and obviously, because now the gyms are closed, it's a bit difficult. Yeah, but if you have got excess body fat, I'd suggest you start doing HIIT workouts. So you know what these HIIT workouts is like, doing burpees and push-ups and skipping, jumping, all that kind of stuff. It will melt the body fat off of you. Also, another thing is, what's your diet like?
So, what I usually have when I'm on a diet is like mince. I eat the same thing every day. So like I have low fat minced beef with pasta and some veg. And I'll have that, twice a day. And in the morning, I'll probably have like eggs or something like that, and drink water.
What, 2 eggs?
Yeah, about 2 eggs.
Why are you eating only 2? Fam, let me say this, bro. Yeah, when you start doing this HIIT workouts, yeah, you're gonna need to fuel your body, bro. You want to eat about 3 to 4 times a day, maybe 5 times a day, depending on how hard you're training, bro. Yeah. Okay. So, so are you looking to get bigger or just to lose the body fat?
Yeah, like I just want to lose the body fat, then gain a little bit of muscle. I don't want to be too big.
Yeah, do HIIT workouts, bro.
Okay.
Do HIIT workouts. It will lean you out. It will melt the body fat, and it will make your muscles shred up.
Yeah.
Like, you can go on YouTube, easy, find HIIT workouts. Yeah. I'm actually gonna start putting out HIIT workouts on the channel as well. Like, so obviously, because now everywhere's closed, now that's the only workouts you can really do. So that's what I'm gonna be putting out on this channel as well.
Yeah, I took your advice on taking 2 years. I'm currently using your advice, taking a year to 2 years to change your life, etc.
Yeah.
So what I've done basically is, so Instagram and Twitter was a huge distraction for me. So what I did is I have a social media called LinkedIn, which I use to network with people and stuff. So what I did was I still have my Instagram, my Twitter. I just deleted the apps, like the Twitter and the Instagram. And I have YouTube and LinkedIn, but that's what I'm focusing on for a year, basically. So, because Instagram was it's just so much distractions on there, so I had to delete it, and the Twitter.
Trust me, as soon as you click on the Instagram, first thing you go explore page, bare girls on there, just half naked girls, useless, stupid comedies, dumb comedy things. It's just distraction, bro.
Yeah,
pure distraction, fam.
That's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm just going on like a detox. I'm also, what I'm looking to do, I'm gonna put like basically a power rack in my room, a power rack and like a bench press and all that in my room. So I'm gonna start working out from home, because with these gyms closing, I realize, it's better to have, your own gym, in your room or something like that. And I'm just gonna do that bench press, overhead press, barbell rows, squats, compound exercises, and then use your advice as well. Because I live near running tracks.
Oh,
So
that's good. That's really good, actually. Yeah.
yeah. So I was thinking of doing like short, sprints as fast as I can, using your advice. I think that's hit, isn't it?
Yeah. That's it
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, I live, there's a park called Ladywell Park. I don't know if you know it, but yeah,
Yeah, I know Lady Will. Come on, man.
yeah,
South
yeah,
London, bro. Lady, well, I know Lady Will. That's jokes.
yeah,
That's jokes, bro. But
yeah,
yeah, man, yeah. So if you've got weights as well, if you've got a bench and that, then yeah, you can still do bench press. If you got the bar, you can do maybe not squats, but lunges with a weight that's not too heavy. So you can just do lunges and stuff like that. So you're training your chest and your back, and then there's always somewhere where you can do pull-ups. You know what I'm saying? So if you're doing pull-ups for your back, that's it, bro. Do you do hit, bro? I'm telling you, yeah. You eat healthy, you eat enough, not just 2 eggs, bro. Yeah, you eat enough, and you're doing the hit, bro. Your body will change rapidly, bro. I'm telling you.
Well, yeah, that's something. I'm definitely, gonna do. Yeah, that's something, and definitely, take your advice to take a year to 2 years out to just focus on yourself, because I think, I was just thinking about the other day, like in my younger years, 20, 21, 18, I'm wasting years with girls and stuff. So I thought, well, you know what, I might as well just take a year, 2 years.
We've all done that, fam. We've
Yeah.
all and do you know what's mad? It's like when I talk about the things I talk about in terms of like stop chasing women, bruv, I look at my own life, I get sad sometimes, bruv.
Yeah.
Because I think, wow, I wasted so much time. Like I wish somebody had told me this stuff, bruv. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but it is what it is. Like everything happens for a reason, innit? Yeah. So at the time, and now you can apply it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you just got to do what you got to do, brother. And yeah, it will take a while, but like you will come up at the other end winning, bruv.
Yeah.
And the thing is, yeah, another thing is a lot of these girls that you're chasing after, blah blah blah, or you think you're missing out on something, bruv. As I said before the other time, a lot of these girls, they're not gonna be doing better than you in the future. In fact, majority of them won't be, bruv. And a lot of these guys that you see, they're still running after women, and it may look like they're having a great time. Yeah, they're busting nuts. Yeah. Cool. But what's their future gonna be saying though?
Exactly. Yeah.
And they're just all they're gonna have is memories and baby mamas and kids. That's all.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be jealous of you.
Yeah.
Bro, I got older mates, bro. I talk to mostly guys older than me, and they tell me, look, stay on your grind, stay on your grind, stay on your grind. Don't worry about, because I always talk to them about things I've got going on with girls and shit. Like any issues I have, and they look, don't worry about that. Just stay on your grind, bro. Just stay on, and it's working. It's working, bro. Yeah. So this is just the way it is.
I just want to tell you something as well. This is a bit shocking, because Lucario, I used to watch like a lot of his videos. There's a guy that I knew, and he's from Southeast London. He's a little bit younger than me, and he was kind of confused. He watches your videos as well. He used to. He's kind of confused about what he wanted to do in his life, and then he ended up committing suicide.
What?
End up committing suicide.
Oh my God.
And he used to like go out and do game and meet girls in the street, and so he was kind of involved in that, and I think he had problems with masculinity and stuff, and that kind of opened my eyes and made me realize I can't focus on girls or waste time with girls. I can't keep doing that, because that's the cycle that could happen. Now you can end up, it's kind of dangerous, and it was just really sad.
It is. Listen, this is the thing. A lot of guys are going to fail in life because they are chasing tail. a lot of guys, you know, I know, everyone in the chat, we all know some old guy in our family or some old guy from our area who has got bags of stories about all the women they used to sleep with. But when you look at them, their life is trash. All they got is baby mamas and kids running around, bruv. Do you want that for yourself?
No, I don't want that for myself.
Exactly. That's it, bruv.
Yeah. And your videos are really really helpful, man. You know, I can tell, you know, you have a high IQ level. Like your brain works quite well. Like you know what you're talking about. You know, you're more advanced. You're not ignorant. You know, which is why, you know, I liked your videos. I could tell from the first time. I don't know when it was the first time I watched your videos, but I could tell that, yeah, this guy is very smart. You know, this guy, his brain works very. You have a high level of intelligence. I think sometimes when people hear your accent, they may feel maybe this guy doesn't know what you're talking about. But a guy like me that's smart, I can tell you're a very smart guy. You know, and you know what you're talking about, and you know a lot more than these other people. You know, which is why, you know, I like watching your videos, and you know it's very, very inspirational. You know, which is why, you know.
I appreciate that,
Yeah.
my brother. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. But like, yeah, man, look, the key to it is just make sure you're talking about what you know, bruv, and what you've experienced.
Yeah.
When you talk about what you've lived, you can't go wrong because you've lived it. You see, the difference between me and some of these other guys who I've talked shit about before is that I know, number one, they haven't lived the things they're talking about. Do you get what I'm saying? They're just talking. They're regurgitating what they've heard.
Yeah.
No, the things, every single thing I talk about, I've gone through it. Whether it's dating, depression, being broke, getting money, had to get my ex-girlfriend back, all that nonsense, racial stuff, gang street life. Bruv, I've done these things, bruv.
Yeah.
I've been in court, they're trying to send me to jail and all this kind of stuff. I've gone to another country. I've had girlfriends in different countries. I've messed with black girls, non-black girls. Bro, I've done all these things. I started messing. Listen, bro. These people they're not the same as me, bruv.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and this is why sometimes I get frustrated that I could look to the left and I see some guy that, bro, I can tell he's not really that, and he's getting a following. Oh yeah, he's the GOAT, he's the truth. I'm like, bro, is he really? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But it is what it is. I'm just doing my thing anyway. I don't really care. But brother, is there anything you want to say in closing? Got people waiting, brother.
Yeah, man. Ambitions of power.com, get your clothing, get the likes up, really, guys, man, get the likes up. The likes are free. It's like there's sometimes I'm in the live and I'm like, you have like 90, 100 people and there's only like 60 likes. What are you doing, man? Like the video. Like is free, Come
It's
on,
a conspiracy, fam. It's a conspiracy. And then you'll get some guy talking nonsense, and everyone will be liking the video. Yeah, bruh. It's nonsense. But anyway, brother, I appreciate the call, man. Hey, make sure you call back another time, man. I like talking to you, fam.
Definitely, me too, man. I love everything, man. Take care, bro. Take care.
All right, man. Peace, my brother. Yes, man. Big up Ahmed for the super chat. I appreciate that, my brother. You lot, hey, listen, you lot, I don't know what's going on. We need to get the super chats going because this is awesome content. We got people in the back waiting. Yeah, if you want to get on the live with me, the link is in the chat, right? All right, I'm gonna add Cabal to the stream. Cabal.
Hi, man.
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on?
Yeah, not much, man. Not much. This is
All
actually
right.
the first time being on your live.
Okay, cool. I've noticed you're a viewer. You are a supporter on this channel, man. So what do you want to talk about, bro?
Yeah, man. Actually, I need to start off with your content. Actually, like you've actually saved my life.
Oh,
I just gotta say.
okay. Like, let's get into it. What's going on?
So, man, let me just. Where will I even start? I used to chat with this girl from. Well, I live in Ireland, so I used to chat with this girl from Birmingham.
Yeah.
So, uh, I actually met her on YouTube. Like this was when I was, one blue pill simp ass dude, I just did not know better.
Yeah.
So I went over there and I saw her like self promoting on some big YouTuber's channel. I don't know. So I went over to her channel and I saw, okay, she needed help with some thumbnails and all that stuff. But I was like, but at the same time, I was like, bruh, this girl's actually paying, She's actually my thing. So I commented down on her. I commented down on her videos and asked her, yo, uh, I told her, yo, let me just help you with the thumbnails and give me your snap and we'll just get going. So
Mm.
I added her. She added me back. So we started talking and talking and talking every day. I started to feel her. Um, I noticed that she also had a breakup with one dude from Dubai that did her dirty.
Mm.
Um, so yeah, I feel like I'm just all over this. Let me just get straight. So
Yeah, let's get straight to the point, man. You waffling, bro. Let's get straight to.
yeah, I know I'm waffling, I'm
I want
waffling.
to know how I saved your life, bro.
Yeah, so yeah, okay, so I talked to her every day. That I got to that point where I was like, all right, let me ask her to be my girl.
Mm.
So I texted her, yo, I want you to be my girl and all that stuff. And then she gave me, she texted me something nasty. It was just, this one just, I don't know, it just got to me. She said that she already has a boyfriend and all that stuff. And I was
And
like,
let me get this straight.
ah,
Let me get this straight. Let me
yeah,
get this straight. So
yeah,
you got into contact with this girl from YouTube, yeah?
yeah.
And basically you was talking to her, and what did you meet up with her?
No, actually, me in real life.
So this was just some cyberspace connection you
Yeah,
had.
cyber, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. This was straight virtual reality business right now. Yeah. And
yeah, yeah,
so you were talking to her, helping her with her YouTube channel or whatever, right? And
yeah, yeah,
then you asked her to be your girl, and she said she's got a boyfriend.
yeah.
And
So
then
yeah,
what?
that actually, yeah, so that got to me, and then I was like, oh yeah, it was good knowing you, and then I just bounced, like I just left. And
Mhm.
then I don't know, for some reason, because I was just such an idiot. I came back, apologized, and being like, oh, sorry for being like that. I'll still help you with your YouTube channel and all that stuff. And then she was just being all toxic and all.
Mhm.
So saying, oh, nah, you don't need to make my thumbnails. And in fact, most of these thumbnails I've been making for her, some most of the time she doesn't even appreciate it. She doesn't at all, and it was just mad.
Bruv,
So yeah,
bruv, the whole situation was mad from the beginning, bruv. You met a girl on YouTube, bruv.
yeah,
That
yeah, yeah,
you're already taking the L there. I'm just being real with you.
yeah,
You know I keep it real, bro. Like you
yeah.
already
You know,
know from the start. But let's move. Let's. Because I don't want you to waffle in it. I want you to get to the
yeah,
meat.
yeah.
So
I'm
like,
sorry, man. I'm sorry.
nah, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's Gucci. Don't worry. Yeah. So basically, the girl said she had a boyfriend, and obviously, you didn't. It felt bad because you've been helping her. You felt you had a connection with her, but
Yeah.
now there's nothing romantic is gonna come out of it. So what was the next? So what happened next?
So okay, so I helped her with the thumbnail, and then the next day, the boyfriend she was with did her dirty as well.
Mm.
So then she was, all emotional and all that stuff. And I actually helped her. I was trying to, get her out of this depression and all that stuff. And it was,
Being Mr.
she
Nice
still was,
Guy. You was being the nice guy. Go on. I really
yeah, I
wasn't
was.
going, bro. Go on.
So yeah, I actually was helping her, I was telling her, oh, yo, it's actually all right, I'll still be there for you, this, that, that. And then she was still being all nasty and raw to me. I was just trying to help her, get her out of this depression
Bro,
thingy.
bro,
And
bro, bro, bro. Keep it
man,
real. You were trying to help yourself, bruv. Keep it real, bruv. This is this is the truth. Yeah. She broke up with her man, and you thought, yes, now is my time to shine. I can sneak in there, be her shoulder to
oh yeah,
cry.
yeah, yeah, I did actually.
Yes, bruv. So don't even try it about, oh yeah, I'm just trying to help
Yeah,
her. You can help yourself as well. Don't try it.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So I told her, yo, let me just, show you how good of a man I am. Then she was like, nah, man. And bear in mind, she was actually Muslim though, and I was Christian. But
Mm.
so she said to me, yo, you're Christian, man. And I was like, bro, what the heck, man?
Bro,
So
is this dude over the internet?
yeah,
Bro, listen, bro. Listen, bro. This was always doomed. You didn't even meet on a dating app. You didn't even meet in a
no,
date.
no.
You met on YouTube, bruv. Like, bruh, no, bruh. But anyway, let's get to the point. So, what was the main things that happened? Because you're going a bit too deep
So I
into.
was okay. So yeah, I didn't end up, getting her and all that stuff. And still, I was just this girl was always on my mind.
Mm,
Like me, the fact that I post YouTube videos, I make animations, all that, all that skill I had was just slowly, it was just fading away. My channel was suffering. Like all my mind and focus and attention was all on this chick. I just couldn't get her off my mind. I was depressed. I always had anxiety. I couldn't even eat well. I was just lost.
mm.
I was just in the dark. So then I just said to myself, yo, I just can't continue like this. So I've been looking up some advices on YouTube, and most of them just didn't help. But then I met this one guy called Mason Brown. He was talking about stop chasing women, chase success. So I was like, all right, let me click this video, and it actually kind of did help me, but not quite. So then I searched the same thing, stop chasing women, chase success, and then I saw one of your videos. I mean, well, first I was like, bruh, this guy's videos are so long. I don't know if I could, finish all this. So then, I saw MJ Get Right, the guy you hate.
I don't hate it.
So
I just think that he copied a lot of my stuff.
yeah, true, true. So I watched some of his vids, and it was just so bland and just boring. I was like, nah, man, this ain't it. And most of the stuff he was talking about was just complaining about women. I was like, nah, nah. Let me just watch some other YouTubers. So then I started watching your content. I'm like, wow, this guy's actually speaking nothing but facts. So then I kept on listening to you, when I'm going out for a walk, when I'm going on the bus to school, I listen to you every single day. And before you even know now, you just turned me into an aggressive red pill monster. I got back on my feet. I started uploading YouTube videos, animation, all that stuff. I was, I just felt better. I got rid of social media. I got rid of, I just cut a lot of friends off. Right now, I'm just in focus mode. I just don't give a, a fuck anymore.
Mm.
So yeah,
Yeah, man. So basically, what you're saying is that like you found my videos. You thought they were too long at first, yeah,
yeah,
and,
yeah,
and then you went off, and then you came back, and then you listened, and what the videos were talking about, focus on yourself, stop chasing women, stop obsessing about women, and focus on being successful. And now that has basically had a positive effect on your life. Like your life's going more positive, yeah.
yeah.
That's awesome, bruv. Listen, let me say this to you, fam. If you're gonna deal with females or you're gonna meet females, yeah, do not meet them on YouTube, bruv.
Oh no, no, that was a big mistake.
Yeah,
You know,
that's a no-no. In fact,
I
like,
mean, I'm 19, so I just didn't know better.
You 19? You sound about 45, man. You got some old man voice, bruv.
But I'm 19.
Oh, okay. That's fair enough. But yeah, like boom, like so from now, you're on your path, innit? Yeah, so you're doing
Yeah,
what you're
right now. Right.
doing. You're like put it like this, you're being selfish,
Yeah,
right?
I'm very selfish. Yeah.
People go on about how being selfish is not a good thing. No, I don't agree. I think you do need to be selfish to a certain degree so that you can get to your max potential. If you are completely
Yeah.
selfless and you're trying to help everybody and you're putting everybody ahead of yourself, you won't get to your full potential. You won't, because you'll be busy trying to help other people get to their full potential.
True.
You
True.
need to be selfish, bro. I got some, bro. My mom calls me selfish. The girls I date call me selfish, and I don't give a fuck. I don't
That's it,
care.
man.
I'm not an
Yeah.
evil guy. I'm not now don't get me wrong. I'm not an evil guy. I'm not like a mean person or stingy or I'm not the type of guy I won't do favors for people. But my main prerogative is getting to my full potential, and I'm not gonna let meaningless distractions stop me from doing that. I'm not gonna let other people messing up in their lives make me mess up my life. It's not happening, bruv. I will help you to a certain degree as much as I can, but if it starts to hurt me and hurt what I'm trying to do, I'm sorry. There has to be a cut-off point.
That's it, man. That's it.
It's a fact. But yeah, bro, like listen, when I hear like guys like you, when I hear from guys like you that say that, I've helped them or help them, do better in life, bro, that it means a lot, bro. Because I'll keep it real with you lot, yeah. Like it's hard to stay motivated doing this when when I ask people to do simple things like hit the like button and they don't do it. Do you know what I mean? Or like, YouTube doesn't promote my videos properly. Like it's
Yeah, actually,
motivating. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? And
yeah,
I think a lot of the stuff I'm putting out, especially since the beginning of this year, has been positive stuff. Like I'm not really trying to be like antagonizing to anyone. So it's kind of demotivating. But when I hear from guys like you, it pushes me, it makes me know that yeah, I have to keep going. It don't matter how hard it is or obstacles, I have to keep pushing.
yeah, true, actually. On YouTube, yeah, I don't know, man. For some reason, they love to just hide channels like you that just love speaking the truth. You know,
Mm.
they just love aiming for red pill channels, and I'm like, why? Like, these videos could actually wake up a lot of dudes. Because
They,
right now,
they don't want they don't want guys to wake up. That's why they want guys to stay blue pill and just wasting their lives. That's why.
yeah, it's actually sad. It's really
Yeah,
sad.
it's a conspiracy, my brother. Bro, I gotta let the somebody else have a chance, man. I appreciate you highly, man. Is there anything you want to say in closing, fam?
Oh yeah, man. All I can say is, yo, just keep doing your thing, man. Keep being consistent, and yeah, that's it, man.
All right, man. Awesome. Make sure you call back another time. I do the call-in shows every week, yeah?
Yeah, defo.
All right, man. Take care, bro. Peace.
You take care, man.
Yo, that was a good one. Big up James Hudson for super chat. He says, "Peace, brother. You are 100% correct on race and dating." Yeah, bro. It's real. It's real out here, man. And I appreciate the support, man. Yeah. Big up James Hudson. Big up the Black Guile, yeah, Guile Red Pill. Been a while, bro. Been getting power. Hashtag hit the like button. Absolutely, that's my brother, man. He's been around on this channel for a long time. Big up Guile, yeah, Black Guile. Love that, love that, love that. Oh, let me check. All right, Jay, are you ready?
Yeah, man, I'm here, man.
Yeah, what's going on, Jay? What's going on?
Yeah, everything going well, man. And with you?
Yeah, man, I'm Gucci, man. I'm here. I'm just grinding, man. So what do you want to talk about? Have you got any problems? Do you need any advice? Have you got any opinions you want to talk about? What's going on?
Well, first of all, the grinding, is a big part of my life. I I endorse the same thing, and I've seen a lot because of, yeah, I worked hard like in my life, like from a young age. And yeah, you were saying something else, like, yeah, you had a lot of interesting topics, um, about like life, woman, and business. But like, I forgot what I want to say. I had something that I wanted to go in depth with you, but like, yeah, first of all, do you remember the time you thought somebody on your show was a troll?
That happens a lot, bro.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, well, I didn't succeed. You told me to put the background noise lower, so that's,
Oh, okay. I think
yeah, yeah, I was the guy. Like, now it's much more easier, so I was already prepared now better, but I
yeah,
didn't
no,
know
I
back
think
then.
it's better to use StreamYard for these instead of using a phone number, because I've got people from different parts of the world trying to call in, and so when they do that, it kind of messes up. But yeah. So what did you want to talk about, bro?
Yeah, that's really good that you did it. It made it a lot easier for me. Yeah, I wanted to talk about the grinding. Like, it's totally true, and the focus. Um, I'm a guy that like had a lot of experience also with women, but I didn't know the game back then yet. But everything like happened very naturally, and yeah, I've seen a lot of the evil side of woman, and it's just the same everywhere. Like, it's in the Netherlands. I come from the Netherlands, so it's here. It's completely the same. They're like very narcissistic. It's. I'm also a kind of religious guy, so it's also said in the Quran and stuff like that. So yeah, um I totally see this picture, and it's not going the right way, the people are not like what you were saying. That was an interesting point. You were talking about the channels not being promoted and stuff like that.
Mm.
This complete thing is an agenda, man. It's a complete agenda, and I don't know what I can say and what not, but I have a big network and a lot of connections, and yeah, it's a bad thing that's happening. Like, it's called, we a lot of people think it's even like among the Muslims. A lot of people think this is the like end of days and al qiyamah, as they say. So it's really weird what's happening also with women. So yeah, man.
Yeah, like the thing about YouTube, which I've noticed, right? It's funny because if I, like you put in like data to help your channel get discovered, right? If I put in my own channel name, if I put in my own name, King Riches, in my metadata, the video is demonetized instantly. So
That
just
that's really
from
weird.
that, yeah, just from that, that's how you know my channel, YouTube has something against my channel.
You're on a sort of list, I think. Like, they use algorithms and data and stuff like that. I'm very much into that also.
Mm.
And yeah, they just that machine recognizes your videos or stuff like that. Like, you're somewhere, you're registered somewhere. It has to be. So
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's why it's quite demotivating. Like, because I know I'm putting out, like, the stuff I put out is not, like damaging or abusive, or I'm just saying truths, and I'm still saying them in quite a tame way. But it's
yeah,
like, I'm kind of getting that same treatment as if I'm some extremist. You know what I'm saying? And it's just
yeah,
like, it's demotivating, because I know there's a lot of the stuff I'm putting out, guys need to hear it. It will help a lot of guys, because the guys that do end up discovering my channel by however they find it, they're usually like, oh my god, like you've made such a difference. Like the guy that just called.
yeah. The thing is, you are in an information warfare. Like, the times of warfare and thinking and stuff like that, and how they use strategy has changed. So YouTube is a platform, and it can be used beneficially to spread information, but it can also be used to like sabotage somebody, like people that are like in influence of doing that. So yeah, it's kind of a plot, and yeah, it's kind of weird, that what I wanted to say, a point about like that you're being demonetized. There are ways of strategy to even tackle like bigger opponents, even mathematical ways. And there are just how do you say that? There's a mindset behind it, and like there's knowledge out there that's explaining how you can surpass these things. And I also know a couple of ways and strategies that, yeah, that would like speed up the process that you're in, like in spreading information. So yeah, there are ways, but that's why I also like that you are also in business, because we have that like in common. I am very much about my power. I cannot say everything like right here,
Mm.
but I have a very influential network, and also like you would not guess it, like it's that far. So
Email me, man. Email me. You don't have to expose yourself on the
yeah,
mic. So just email me, man.
okay,
kingrich100@gmail.com.
no problem, man. No
Yeah.
problem. Yeah,
Send me
man.
an email. My Instagram is public. Snap.
Okay.
All that.
I don't have Instagram yet. I will be making it, but
No,
um
even better. Just email me because I always check my emails every
okay,
day.
no problem, man. No
Yeah.
problem. Where is your email? Where
Uh,
can I find it?
it's King Rich. Let me write it in the chat. And for
Okay.
everybody,
Yeah, write it, man.
riches100@gmail.com. Should be able to see it in the chat right now. You see it?
I have the chat out. Wait, one second. Yes, I see it.
All right. So send me an email and we'll talk, man.
Yeah, man. No problem, man.
I
We
appreciate
can do it.
you, man. I appreciate that highly.
Yeah, I appreciate it too, man. You're a good guy, and keep it going like this, man. It's helping people, so I really endorse it.
All right, man. Peace, my brother. I appreciate
Peace,
that. And
bro.
make sure you send me an email. All right.
Yeah, man, I will do that.
All right, then. Take care, bro.
Yo, take care. You too.
All right. All right, that was a good call. Yo, Fiona in the chat. Fiona, call into the link. Yeah, if that even makes sense. Call into the link right now. Yeah, join the stream. Join the stream. All right, if there's any females watching, I want to hear some females. I want to hear from you lot. Yeah, lot, I put out a lot of content that probably gets under you lot's skin, and I want to get you lot's opinion. I want to hear from people that don't agree with me, or you have something to that you want to debate. Let's get it. Let's do this right now. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, let's do this right now. Join the stream right now. Big up Arsenal fan 13. He says, looking forward to these calls. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. If you called in before and I didn't get to you, call in now. Big up Arsenal fan. Someone says I'm a woman, but I'm just listening. Oh, come on. No one can see you. I'm sure I've said something that you don't like, and I'd like to get your opinion. I'd like to hear your opinion. Yeah. Fiona, I know you're listening in the background. Hit the link. Yeah. Join the stream link. And anyone else out there, make sure you hit the link. But I really want to hear from females. Because I know I say a lot of things. I say a lot of harsh, ugly truths. Yeah. And it is what it is. But I still want to hear from you lot, because I don't want no echo chamber. Right? Yo, what's going on, big man? Hello.
Hello.
Yo, what's going on?
Yo, how you doing? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, bro. What's going on?
Oh, I guess the volume kind of low, home. Let me see. Let me turn on. Let me see.
Fiona, you have no excuse. Call into the show. Hit the link, yeah. After I talk to this
Yeah, yeah,
caller.
the volume was let me see. Let me see if you can hear me now. Hello?
No, I can hear you, bro. I
Yeah,
can
yeah,
hear
I
you.
guess I can hear you, but I guess your sound is kind of low. I don't know, maybe it's my phone.
Nah, it's cool. What do you want to talk about, G?
See, all right. Oh, I can hear you, but yeah, but you know, the volume seems low. But yeah, but as far as the I think I did email you, huh?
Oh
Hello?
yeah. I think yeah. I remember. I remember you emailed me. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I was saying that I think with the other guy, you know, Risen. I think you know Risen. You had him on there talking earlier. I think about like the whole, and I haven't dealt with that. Like as far as the other dudes trying to get with your, get with your lady or any of that type of stuff. So yeah, but I haven't dealt with that. But yeah, but I think as far as like the like you being like what do you call it desynthesized or something like that from like YouTube and people not finding your channel. I think it's like a lot of these probably a lot of white people or something like that, or Western people or something like that trying to block you or something or something. I mean, or trying to not get your information out because you're talking against like because I'm thinking is because YouTube is mostly controlled by like the West. So I'm thinking because like because it's a feminist society and stuff. Huh? So
Mm.
that's what I'm thinking that that's what's happening. But yeah, but I think I looked at your videos and stuff, your workout videos, and I've been going to the gym because of that. So
Mm. Yeah, man.
yeah,
Like, bro, I know that guys like me who are telling the truth, especially about racial issues and stuff like that, it's not what like mainstream society wants to hear.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
not what it's made to hear. Like how I found out about you was from O'Shea. I
yeah,
think it was like the O'Shea when he did that UK channel. And he was like, okay, this is the same stuff that like these black dudes are going through here in the UK, like we going on in America. So, the thing I wanted to talk about as far as a black male growing up in a white Western culture,
hmm
and like the race thing, like we can't move like everybody else in this Western country. I mean, even the Asians, they don't. I mean, to a certain extent, they don't have a target on their back like black dudes. Huh?
yeah,
And like so it's like and with what we do, there's heavy consequences for what we do, huh? Especially if you're involved in like hood culture. And like I'm sure they got a hood culture in UK too,
hmm
right?
yeah,
Yeah, what I'm saying. So it's like and black dudes need to know that we can't move like that. We have to be, everything above the average. You know what I'm saying? So even a white dude, don't have as much education as a black dude, but he'll still get more privileges because he's a white dude, huh?
yeah, man. Bro, this is the way of the world, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is the way of the world, and I think a lot of people, black dudes, need to realize that we can't be going around doing dumb stuff. We
Do you
can't
know
afford
why?
it.
A lot of guys, the reason why a lot of guys don't think about it on a deeper level is because most guys they're just distracted by nonsense. Like they just not as long. A lot of guys are just as long as they can sleep with a girl, they're happy. As long as there's
Yeah,
girls that they can chase and sleep with, they're happy. They think that everything's cool. It's not cool. Even if you are a Tyrone and you can sleep with loads of good-looking girls, you're still in the toilet with everyone else.
yeah, yeah. You're exactly right. And I'm thinking like dudes are bragging about like how much coochie they got, and they still in poverty or and all that type of stuff, and like or in the, like, the hood culture and the drug game, like one step away of getting locked up or getting killed. And I'm thinking like that's nothing. We call it the brag about. So it's like here, like, in America, it's like if you don't fit like either you have to be whitewashed or you got to fit a negative stereotype. There's no in between.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not becoming like
and
trying. I'm not.
And if you're in between, you're looked at as weird.
Yeah. I know. That's what I'm saying. That's how effed up the Western society is. And I was thinking like, like, I remember Risen was saying whitewashed or blackwashed or something, like something he was saying. I was like, man, and I think like, I'm not going to assimilate into white culture so I can just be accepted by white people. I don't give a hell about what white people are accepting or whatever. I don't, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm proud, I'm pro-black, pan-African all day. I'm happy with my melanated skin. So I don't care about assimilating to what some pale white people think, you know what I'm saying? So, and like, the hood culture is a degenerate culture. So why are we promoting a degeneracy and dysfunction? You know what I'm saying? So and like
design, bro. That's by design.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like hip hop used to be about, like, you look at hip hop music, it was about consciousness, right? So it was about like pro-black stuff, and you had stuff about, rapping about like, having hard times about, the struggle or just partying. And then sometime hip hop started changing. It started becoming gangster music, talking all this negative stuff. Then white people started buying it. And it's like, okay, we get off of black, we get off of black dysfunction and black, negative. So they made it say, oh, this stuff is possible. And like the little white kids in the suburbs listening to it, and they got like some through out of it. And it's all about design. But here in America, but I'm here in the West, people are not thinking critically. People are not having they're thinking critical skills, huh?
Absolutely. Let me just say this one thing. Hey, far higher for higher. I see you. Do not exit the live stream. You are in the back. Do not exit. Yeah, I'm gonna get with you in a little bit, right? Very soon. So yeah, man. Yeah, you're absolutely right, bro. Like at the end of the day, I've said it, and I'm gonna do a video. Maybe not tomorrow, but the day after, and it's gonna be how, black guys, we have enemies everywhere.
Yeah.
This is a very serious thing. Like a lot of guys just don't think on these levels. We have enemies everywhere, bruv. We are like the most wanted. We are the biggest threat. We black men. This has got nothing to do with women, bruv. Yeah, black men on this planet, we are the biggest threat to the way the world is right now. That's why we are marginalized. That's why we are targeted. That's why they make criminal culture so prevalent that all the black boys want to be gang. That's why they do this. That's why they pit black men and black women against each other. That it is all connected, bro. This is why. Listen, this is why they make it so black people don't want to identify with Africa. This is why they keep Africa destabilized. Like, it's all, bruh, like you make bare noise in the background, man.
My bag about that. I'm doing construction work up in here. Sound like I'm doing. Sorry about that, man.
No, it's all right, but it is all by design. There's a reason why there's so many single mothers in the black community. There's a reason why, like you said, you have to either be whitewashed or a career criminal black guy. You can't be in between. There's a reason why. It's a reason for everything, bruv.
Yeah, I would say like this: like the black male is like, how like tigers or something like that. We like a dangerous species in the West, in the Western world, huh? Like endangered species up in here. Huh?
I wouldn't say we're endangered species. I say we're a dangerous species that they try to control.
Are they trying to? Yeah. I guess it's kind of. Well, I get. Yeah, I could say that. Well, we're not dangerous. We're dangerous in their eyes. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't think that. Because I think black people are some of the most. We're some of the most welcoming people, huh? So, and I think,
think about this. Think about how resourceful black people are. With
yes,
nothing to create something. So think about it like this: if black people, if black men in particular, because men are the ones that build and create
mhm,
civilization, yeah. If black men had free reign and was on an equal playing field to just go out and create everything free from social engineering, free from, oh, go and be a gangster, free from
mhm,
just focus on sex all the time. If black
mhm.
guys were focused the same way that men of all other ethnic groups were, we would take over the whole world. I'm telling
No,
you, bro, we would take
it
over the whole world.
it'd be
And
over. It's over. It'd be over, man.
that's the reason why they keep us stupid. That's the reason why that in every rap song, all you hear is nigga, 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 I'll kill a nigga, I'll kill a nigga. That's why that's all you hear. That's why the most popular black males on that you see in the media on TV or whatever, they're always flipping career criminal dudes or
Yeah, yep.
athletes or rappers. That's why they don't show the legitimate black guy who he's not anything to do with crime. He's not no womanizer. He's just a legit stand-up guy who has made it, who can be an example and actually teach other black boys how to do the same thing. They don't show that, bro. No, they'll
No, they
show
don't.
rapping about selling drugs and shooting guns, and then they'll give him a TV show. That's what they do.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. And I think that, and what do you call it? Hood culture. What the hell just happened?
Hey, bro, I'm gonna have to move on to the next caller, bro. Hey,
Oh,
bro.
okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I
I
was
wanna,
gonna
I
say,
wanna,
yeah,
I wanna hear,
and the hood
I
culture
wanna
is
hear.
by design. It's based off poverty. Yeah. All right, man.
Yeah, man. I'll give you another chance to come on. Don't worry. Just email me, man. You emailed me before, so we can set up a talk about it, man.
All right, all right,
All
all
right,
right.
man. Take care,
Have a
bro.
good. See you, man.
All
God
right,
bless. All right.
all right. Yo,
Hey,
hello. Yes, finally you got some female energy out here, man. What's going on?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm all right. I'm Gucci, man. I'm Gucci. I just got my hair done
Awesome.
yesterday.
Nice.
Cool. So, so what? Are you a long time subscriber on this channel? Yeah.
Yes, I've been watching for like ever, and I think you speak like straight facts. Like, there's nothing I really disagree with you. Do you know what I mean? So it's like maybe I'm gonna be a boring caller or something.
I don't mind because you know what? Yeah, I feel like there are a lot
Hmm.
of females that actually agree with the things I say, but they're not vocal with it. So
Yeah,
I wanna get some more female opinions, even if it's like you don't agree with something. I don't mind because I don't have a problem
yeah,
talking to women in real life. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, I think
exactly.
people, because of the stuff I do say about females or female nature, people assume that, oh, yeah, he's got something against women or something like that. No. Like, I've had girlfriends while I've had this YouTube channel. Like, I deal with a lot of females in real life. Like, I'm
Yeah,
not what these people think. Do you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean?
yeah,
But the thing about me is I do call it how I see it, and some of it is ugly. And I will say it
yeah,
how it is.
exactly. Yeah,
So,
for sure.
so what? You're gone.
Oh no, sorry, you go on, you go on. I think I interrupted you.
All right. So what video? So you say that you agree with a lot. What kind of things do you agree with that I've said? Because a lot of females don't agree with the things I said. So what things do you agree with? First of all.
I would say like the one we talk about for men to get power, because like honestly, when a man's influential, he doesn't need to like go up to women. Like women will see like him, and then they'll just come to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And like
Yeah.
all like yeah. Sorry,
Did a
go on, go
video
on.
on that. I just did a video on that before this video here about getting
That's
power.
crazy.
And the funny thing about it, whenever I
Hmm.
do those videos, they don't seem to get as much views as the ones where I'm talking about women again. And that just shows me that a lot of
Yeah.
guys, they don't want to improve their situation, but they're
Yeah.
ready to sit down and complain. and I'm not with that. You know what I'm saying?
Because yeah, because you know what I think it is? It's like I think both genders, they have this thing where it's like, oh, the other gender should accept me like as I am, blah blah blah. And it's like, no, like we like certain things in the other person, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah. So it's a fact of like men need to improve, women need to improve as well. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, for sure.
like when guys say, oh, you know, oh, women are getting overweight or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so are you, bruv.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
'Cause,
bro, like, come
yeah,
on.
yeah. Because like guys will be like to us, they're like, oh, okay, we only want like hot chicks, right? All right, so say the chick is hot, right? But then the guy, like women want a man that's like financially stable, and it's like he's gonna be like, oh, nah, that's too much. But it's like you want something from a woman, but you're not delivering. Like that's not fair. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like like in my dealings with girls, it's always a transaction. Yeah, it's
Yes.
give
Yeah.
and take. Like, do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and as a guy, unfortunately, yeah,
Yeah.
we are guys, so we have to play a certain role. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you can't expect to just get something for nothing. It don't go like that. The world doesn't operate like that. It's a transaction, bro.
Exactly. And also like for them anyways, like if you think about it in the long term, it's like positive for the guy because like in the end you're leaving behind like a legacy, you know what I mean? You can pass it down to your children. So it's not even all about girls in the end of the day.
Mm. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me just say this. Oi, you guys, if you're talking in some next language in the chat, can you stop doing that? I don't like that shit. You two, there's two guys in the chat, they're talking in another language, and I don't like it, bro. You know what I mean? Having their own secret conversation here. I'll just time both of you out. So stop doing that. Yeah. All right. So cool. So you agree with the concept of power. Do you
Yeah.
agree with the other things I say about female nature? Like,
What kind of things is that? Like,
oh,
yeah.
so okay, like I say women are hypergamous, you know, what else? I say so come on, man. You've been watching my videos. You should know a lot of things. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
What's your ethnicity?
I'm like African.
Okay, what country are you in?
I live in Australia, but I'm Somali.
Oh,
East
okay,
African.
okay.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. I've got an Australian Somali black chick calling up my show. These other YouTubers can't boast that, bruv. Yeah, can't boast that. So, okay.
Yeah.
Boom. So, what don't you agree with? Let's get into it because let's get into the good part. What don't you agree with?
I would like agree. Like, I think you know how you say like black women. I don't think all black women are bad because I really just think it's about like they don't get like the best hand given to them. Like, you know what I mean? So they are like, you know what I mean? Like, imagine if the world's nice to you, you're gonna be a nice person, but like them, like everyone tears them down. So I don't expect them to have like the most cheerful attitude. Yeah.
So, what are you saying that black
Like they're not
women?
all bad. Yeah.
Yeah, but I've never said black women are all bad. I've never said that.
Yeah, maybe it's not you actually. Maybe I'm like on the wrong. You know what I mean? Maybe it's not you. That's it. This.
I feel like this. I feel like anytime women in general get critiqued, but especially if a black guy critiques black women, I
Yeah.
feel like you lot automatically hear you're saying all of us are like this because
Yeah.
I've never ever said all, and most
Yeah.
most
Exactly.
I'll be real with you, most content creators that do talk about black women, they never say all either.
Yeah. Maybe they say
It's like
most. I think.
hear all when no one said it. Like,
Yeah. I don't know, cause it's just like to me, like since I'm around, like since I'm have a lot of female friends, it's just I see like what they go through. So it's just like for me, I think I get into like protective mode. Do you know what I mean?
no, it's just bias. You're just biased. That's all it is.
No, honestly, because like for me, I'm not like for guys as well. Like I can be compassionate towards them too, but it's just like when they're mean to women, I'm just like, bruh, like
I hear
maybe
that.
I'm biased a bit, yeah.
Let me ask you this. Do you
Yeah.
agree that when I say that all girls they want bad boys?
I don't agree with that like 100%.
No? You don't
No,
agree with that?
no, no, not at all. Like, I think what it is like, I think women want guys that like assertive and dominant, but then they have that caring side. Like, they're not 100% hard. But I think the girls that probably like hard guys, they grew up around those guys maybe, and that's just like their template or something. That's just my guess.
So, so you think that girls don't want bad boys? They want nice guys.
No, no, no. I feel like it's not either or. I think it's kind of like he is like, I don't know. Okay, for simplicity sakes, maybe he's bad, but then he has like that sweet spot for her. You know what I mean?
Oh, come on. Now you're doing what these girls do. Oh, let me make excuses for the career criminal. He kills people and he sells drugs to the community,
No,
but he's a nice guy.
no, 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 no. I don't know how to say it. Like, because like for me, I don't not personally attracted to bad guys, so it's hard for me to
No?
talk on that. No, no, not at all. Like, it's hard for me to talk from that point of view.
So you like nice guys, yeah? That's all the guys you get involved with are nice guys.
No, I like guys that are like, I don't know, that like they're masculine but they're respectful and they don't like, you know, like a gentleman, but then towards me that like, I think they have dualistic sides. Like, they can be nice and they can be like, you know, assertive, like aggressive as well.
Aggressive to who? You.
No, not to me.
Who they
Not to
being
me.
no,
I mean,
because
like,
I'm trying to get a mental picture. You know, I did psychology as well, you know. So I know I understand a lot of things. So you're saying you want a guy that's respectful and nice to you, but aggressive. So who is he being aggressive to exactly?
okay, like, all right, so if danger happens, like he could like defend me and like he's aggressive towards his goals and stuff like that. Not like aggressive towards me.
You're
Yeah.
saying you want a guy that can protect you. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I mean, I think every woman wants that. Every
Yeah.
woman wants a guy that will be a protector, like, do you know what I mean? Who will be Batman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
I mean, that's what it is. But
Yeah.
but the thing is, yeah, in my opinion,
Mhm.
I feel like all girls like bad boys. Now, a bad boy isn't necessarily just he's a criminal. Like, he could
Yeah.
just be the guy that all the girls want.
Yeah. Like, who would you say is like example, like a celebrity example? Would it be like 50 Cent or something? Or like
Huh?
Travis Scott? Like, for like a celebrity example, who would you say that embodies that?
Oh, Travis Scott could be a good example.
I don't know. For me, I don't find him a bad boy. Like, I think he's cool, but I don't know.
You don't know
Yeah.
him. Number one,
Yeah,
listen, bro.
exactly.
This is the thing. This is how girls think. Oh, he's not a bad guy. The only reason you're saying I don't think he's a bad guy is because you probably think he's hot. That's
No,
why.
I like his music. That's probably why. I'm biased in that point of view.
You like his music, you like him, bruv. Yeah. You like his music, you like him, bruv. And the thing is, when I say he's a bad boy, that doesn't mean it doesn't necessarily mean he's a bad person.
Yeah.
They just could mean that boy, like he's got money, he's got status, he can get a lot of
Oh,
girls.
I see what you
And
mean. Yeah.
that's what you're attracted to. You're attracted because he is that. If he was Travis Scott working at Burger King, would you be attracted to him? Probably not. Because there's plenty of guys that look like Travis Scott working at Burger King that you'd probably reject. That's the truth.
Yeah, I see your point of view. I see that.
Yes. Good. But yeah, let me ask you this. Do looks
Yeah.
matter?
In guys?
Yeah.
Oh, in just in general, of course, for sure. But I would
Yeah.
say like, I feel like I don't know, because I feel like there's like a threshold. Like, if someone reaches like, say, like a 5 out of 10, but then they have like other things to compound that, then it's like, oh, okay, he's a cool guy. Do you know what I mean? But say if like there are 7, 8, 9, 10, they can just go off by looks, but then you need personality at the end of the day, even just a little bit. Do you know what I mean? But yeah.
Let me just say this one thing. If you're waiting in the background, turn your camera off. If you're waiting in the background, turn your camera off, because it's not a camera show. Yeah. But you will get a chance to come on. Just turn your camera off. Brock, turn your camera off. Anyway, yeah, so boom. All right, so we determined that looks do matter, which is very honest of you, because a lot of girls try to say, no, I don't care about that. I don't even have a type, and they're like, yeah, right, yeah. But what was I gonna say? So when a guy approaches you, what's the first thing you're looking for? Like what's the things you like in a guy, which put guys in a positive for you?
I would say his energy, like, what else do I notice? Like his smile. I know, I don't know. I have this weird thing where I look at guys' is like frame, because like I don't, for some reason, I just don't like really really skinny guys. So that's just like, I don't know. So
You
I would
don't
say
like
broad shoulder. Yeah, I like guys with broad shoulders. So if they have like broad shoulders, I even like short
oh,
guys
you're
sometimes.
talking
So
about me then.
sorry,
Oh, you're talking about me then.
like.
You like guys like me then. That's what it is. Yeah, check out my Instagram. Anyway, just be monster on Instagram. But anyway, boom. So I know you like guys that are tall.
Just taller than me. Like I've even like guys that were shorter than me. So I don't know. It depends on the guy, honestly.
How tall
Yeah.
are you?
I'm like 5'5", so like average height.
Oh, okay.
So most
So
guys, yeah.
as long as he's taller than you, would you date a guy your height?
My height, I'm gonna be 100% honest, cause like for me, I just kind of like to like, I like short guys, right? Like I like guys that are shorter than me, but I always feel like awkward around them because sometimes I do this thing where I like hunch back a little, so I feel like I'm a monster next to them. So I prefer guys that are taller just to feel like more, I guess, feminine. Do you know what I mean?
Someone asked, is 5'11" okay?
Yeah, like just taller than me is fine. But I have nothing
Yeah,
against short guys.
no, but
Yeah.
do you know why? Do you know why the funny thing about it? There's girls that are 5'5", a lot of girls that are 5'5", yeah, that will say they need a guy 6 foot and over. And it's like, bruh, 5'10" is towering over you.
Yeah, exactly, for sure. I feel for me, also if a guy is too tall, I feel awkward around him too, because I feel like a kid, and then he's like this giant man next to next to me. So
Yeah.
I feel like it looks weird, like that, like height difference looks weird on me and him. So I'm like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think a lot of times girls just use that, oh, he's got to be over 6 foot to just like basically disqualify loads of guys, which is kind of silly, because you might actually be disqualifying a guy that would be perfect for you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, I can understand the girl when she says she wants a guy that's taller than her. I can understand that. Yeah, but he doesn't need to be, towering over you like on some next level. It's not necessary.
Exactly. And realistically, there's not a lot of guys that are that height. You know what I mean? I think most guys like average height, like 5'9", 5'10". So it's like, are you gonna find that guy that's 6 foot over?
Yeah, but it's just the fact of like a lot of girls are just trying to chase after the 10% of guys, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's difficult. But yeah, is there anything else you want to say though? I'm happy that you called in, and I want you to tell Fiona in the background to call up, because she's still here. I know she's still here, but she don't want to call in, and I really want more females to call into this show. I really do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Fiona, like, he doesn't bite. Like, I spoke to him just now.
No, I did a video with her before.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah. Yo, what was I gonna say? You gotta listen. Do me a favor and show my videos to all your friends as well.
Alrighty, no problem.
Yeah, all your female friends, and tell them
Okay,
to
no
all
problem.
follow me on Instagram.
Alrighty. Yeah.
Yeah, just be monster. All one word on Instagram, so they can see my broad shoulders at work.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, no problem.
I keep watching the videos. I do call-in shows every week. So if I'm doing a call-in show and I ask for females to call in, make sure you do that, yeah?
No problem. Nice talking to you.
All right, no worries. Take care of yourself. I'll talk to you soon, yeah?
See ya.
All right, later. Yeah, next. Andrew, what's going on?
Hey, mate. I just first off, I absolutely love your show. The last caller was absolutely adorable, and some of the points you guys made had me chuckling in the background. So thanks for that, man. Um, I I really I want to touch on a point. Just being a man. I totally see your point about social engineering, right? Like the whole blacks are meant to be criminals and da da da. I mean, I know plenty of black guys that are hardworking, honest people. But I mean, what can Western societies do? Like, it doesn't matter if you're in the U.S., UK, Australia. What can we do as westernized countries to kind of fight that epidemic? Because it's a major epidemic.
In my opinion, the problems with black people needs to be sorted out by black people.
All
Like,
right,
black people can't look to, let's say, white people to fix our problems. Now, I will say that some of our problems were installed by some of your forefathers. That, let's keep it real, but we can't expect you lot to it doesn't make logical sense for, like, quote unquote white people to derail themselves for our benefit. That doesn't
right,
happen. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make business sense. It doesn't make logical sense. So the only people that can fix our situation is us. That's why it's so important that guys like me talk about why becoming a single mother is not a good thing. That is why it's so important that I talk about how rappers and athletes shouldn't be our heroes. This is why I talk about these things. Listen, I don't think I'm better than any of the typical black boys walking around. I'm not. I'm pretty much a stereotype as well. I've got hair, I've got gold chain, I'm wearing sunglasses, I've got tattoos, and I go to the gym. I'm a stereotype. But the thing about me is I'm aware. Like, it's like, you know, the Matrix when they unplugged. I am what I am, and I've come from what I've come from, but now I'm aware.
right.
You
And
see,
and
when I
and
watch, like podcasts, and it's all these ex-gang members talking about life and that, and talking about what we need to do as black people, it's like, bro, why are we listening to them? Why is their opinion so important? Do you get what I'm saying? Oh, go on.
and I think that right there is half the problem. I mean, not half the problem. You've got 95% of the solution. Sorry. You know, you are aware. Yeah, you look like this stereotype. But when I clicked on your videos, I mean, I completely found you by total accident, and I was like, who is this guy? I like this guy. He's real about it. You know, you keep it fair, balanced. You know, you always say, this is just my opinion. If anybody has disagreements, let's talk about it. Let's hash it out. Let's be real. And I think that is a fresh take on a lot of things. Another thing I've noticed, I'm not sure if it's just a here thing in the US or if it's everywhere. I can't speak for everyone, but I see this in regards to social engineering. I see this. We need more black people in the community, but you look at, like, here we've got the same politicians and athletes since 60s, 70s, and 80s, and they're coming out and virtue signaling and being like, and you're totally right. The things they say the N-word all the time, and it's just like, what is this teaching our children? And then I see people like you that are just average everyday guys. You know, you've got your own life, you do what you do, and you're not out there like, being flashy about it. You're telling people to get, stable, work on yourself and then work on others. And I don't know. I think it's an amazing way to look at things. I think, I don't know what your take is on some of the things I just brought up, but I'd be happy to hear what you got to say on that.
Yeah, your connection, your audio was going in and out a little bit, but yeah, man. again, I'm just a normal guy, bro. Do you know what I mean? I don't think I'm special or anything like that. I just, again, the only difference between me and probably the typical black guy, my peer walking around in London or wherever, or in America as well, is that I'm aware of the reality. You know what I'm saying? And you know, if we carry on just listening to the opinions of rappers and ex-gang members and athletes and look at them as our heroes and accept that, oh, we're just a community full of single mothers and that's just the way it is and nobody should critique that, we are never going to get anywhere because that is the foundation of the community.
Right.
And you know, and also another aspect of it is that black people outside of black countries are like ducks out of water.
I would agree.
This is another very powerful point that is very overlooked because a lot of us who are outside of black countries, we have been westernized to the point where we can't go back home. I had a conversation about this with a friend of mine this week that, you know, a lot of us, we wouldn't be able to hack it going back to live in a country in Africa or the Caribbean. We couldn't hack it.
And I would tend to.
That is a problem in itself because us men and women, black men and women that live in America or the UK, we have the tools and the knowledge that we've amassed in, you know, Western countries to actually fix those nations and make them superpowers, but we just won't be able to hack living there full time. We wouldn't be able to hack it, bruv.
And I think I agree with that. I'm not sure which video it was, but you kind of broke it down beautifully. You said Ghanaians kind of go after South Africans and vice versa, and there's no harmonization, you know, and it's just broken. And I get that, you know, some of my forefathers did things that were totally, they were just being jerks and power hungry douchebags. All right. I'm not like that. And I totally see your point on that. And I see, like a couple months ago, I had a cab driver who came over here from South Africa. The first thing he said is, "You don't know how lucky I am to be in this country now. I don't, you know, I have steady work." You know, and he was just an everyday run of the mill hard working guy, you know, and it's I get your point. I mean, I think I think across all races we're starting to see a denigration of family values because we take our Western way of life for granted, and then you go over to like Haiti and Nigeria and all that, and they don't have that, you know. But I think you're right. They could be superpowers, but there's no harmony.
Yeah, and yeah, and there's no harmony, bro. Like it's just a fact of like, for instance, this is another video I'm gonna make that a lot of black people they just have some animosity towards Africa and African people. This is something I find absolutely ridiculous. Africa is the cradle of civilization. Every natural resource is in Africa. Africa should be, the continent should contain countries which are absolute superpowers on this planet. There should be no contest, right?
I mean, I would agree because without you guys, we wouldn't have the Tiffany diamonds and all of that. Like you said, the resources are there.
Yeah, and but yet and still, we have people in Western countries, black people, who are diehard, you know, anti-Africa. Like for instance, you've got guys that will say, "Oh, you Africans did this to us. You Africans did that." No one in Africa alive today did anything to anyone alive today, bruv.
Thank you.
But they're still holding
Thank you.
but they're holding on to that hatred, which, in my opinion, it is hatred. Yeah, say you lot sold us. No, them people didn't sell you. Those people are in poverty. Those people are in a corrupt government, are under a corrupt government where most of the people are starving and struggling and dying, bruv. They're living in countries where the police shoot them.
Yep.
Not just 1 or 2 cases every year. Like,
No,
you
it's
can get shot any day of the week, and just that's a wrap. You're done. That's it. Like, you could go Nigeria. I could go. Listen, me personally, King Riches. I could go to Nigeria as soon as I get out of the airport. Police could stop me, and I have to give them money, bruv. Or I could get thrown in prison, and they'll hold my passport. That's the kind of place you're talking about. And then you have black people outside of Africa that have got all these opinions. This is sickening.
okay. Can I just give a statistic?
Hold on. And then black people outside of black nations will have all these disparaging things to say about black nations, Caribbean countries as well. Right? But you're living in a country that's not built for you, and the people in that country are putting you at a disadvantage. So that always makes my blood boil, bruv. And if somebody in the chat wrote, "We are not Africans," bro, that these people make me sick.
It's not about race. It's about just harmony.
Hold on, bro. Let me finish what I'm saying. I never even said that you lot should say that you're Africans. I never said you should identify. I said you have an animosity and hatred towards Africa and African people from nowhere. But the people in the country that you're sitting in are killing you and doing evil to you, but you ain't got nothing to say about them. But you want to talk about people in millions of miles away that don't even know you exist, that are living a worse standard of life than you. You're a fucking idiot. And I don't have no remorse for people like that. None. Like, you can get shot and killed by police. I wouldn't give a fuck. Because people like you is why black people as a collective on this planet will never get anywhere, because there's too many people like you who want to say, we're not Africans. You fucking cunt. And I would say that to your fucking face. Go on, bro. That guy has pissed me off with that comment. Go on, bro.
Oh no. I mean, and about what you said, we're not. I don't look at myself as a white guy. I don't even look at race. I look at us as a human family out of one blood. God made all the nations, Acts 17:26. And you're totally right. I just want to throw out this statistic. So here I helped the feds bust a Nigerian child sex ring, and I was looking at their statistics for crime. 1 in 5 politicians, police officers, people in authority, 1 in 5 get bribed every day. So you're totally right when you say if a black person like goes there and gets off the plane, you're bound to get bribed, shot, beat up, whatever. It's insane.
Yeah, and listen, I'm not trying to say it like, oh, African people in these countries are good people. No, they're not. They're not, bro. The thing going on in Nigeria right now are a clear indicator of that. This is the thing. Like, when I make my observations about black people, I talk about it fairly. I talk about, yes, us in the West, we're fucked up. The ones in Africa, in African or black nations, Caribbean and African nations, they're fucked up too. But unfortunately, because I'm in the West, I hear a lot of black Western views, and it's just complete nonsense, bro. These people that always have things to say about African countries, they've never been there. They have had limited experience with African people, limited, but they have all these opinions. Where did these opinions come from? Where is the source of these opinions? Because I can tell you, it doesn't come from somebody who really knows their black identity. It's not.
It comes from social engineering and just dumbing down of ideas. They teach you that it's about diversity, and we need more black people, and see, the white people sold you. No, it was the black people. It's like, who really cares? Those people were 300 years in the past. They don't exist now. They're going to be judged for what they did. It doesn't really matter who did it. What matters is we live in the greatest country in the world, and we have all this knowledge. And you're right, we could fix the world if we could just be racially harmonious, and start looking at each other as humans rather than just objects.
I feel like this. I feel like this. Again, as I said, I don't believe it's black people. I don't believe is white people should fix black people's problems. I don't think that. The only thing I say that I think non-black people should do is allow us to fairly fix our problems. Do not hinder. Do not install systems to be an obstacle. Let black people fix the situation fairly. Don't interfere. All this destabilization in these African nations is by non-black people. It's for the benefit of non-black people. It's true. So, all these civil wars and these black people don't like these other black people. It's confusion, and it is distraction from what black people need to be thinking. I don't think all black people need to start saying we're all African. You don't need to do that. We just need to understand that we all have a common objective and goal to actually raise ourselves up socio-economically, so that we don't have to be feeling like, oh, I'm a black person, I have to work 5 times harder than my non-black counterpart just to get the same respect. No, you should be able to get the same respect because you are owed it, and you're owed it. That's what it should be. I don't think black people should look to white people or Asian people or anyone, but I think we should be given the space to fix our situation fairly. That's what I think.
And I totally agree with that.
Hold on. And if black people, the number one thing that keeps black people from fixing our situation right now is this division, tribalism, which I don't have no problem if you subscribe to being African American, Black, British, wherever you are, but you need to understand you are still a black person on this planet. That's it. Go on, bro.
And I totally agree with you. And when I asked you what Western countries can do, I wasn't talking about the westernized white man. I was talking more like the UK and America and Australia. We have the knowledge and the resources. What can we do? And I've often said to people like the guy you dealt with in the chat, they make all these horrible accusations that are founded in radical socially engineered ideas that haven't worked since the 1960s. And I said, why don't we vote? I mean, not vote. Why don't we give to charity? Why just as human beings, like instead of
it doesn't benefit the system. There's entities that benefit from the world being the way it is. There's entities that benefit from black people being socio-economically at the bottom.
And I see that.
They are not going to let that go without a fight. They are not just gonna be, you know what? This is wrong. We've been eating from it. Those people are dying and starving and killing each other. And we're gonna just, we're gonna take our hands away, and they're not gonna do that, bruv. And I understand someone like you do have a conscience, and you are a good person, and you see that, yes, things are unfair and stuff like that. But it's not about you. It's about the people who have the power to actually make a change. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's a deep thing. It's a deep rooted thing. It's just like the stuff going on in Nigeria, right? For Nigeria to be fixed, it would take a complete it would take the whole government to be changed out.
Yep.
it's not one or two people on the street, protesting, we want this, we want. No, it needs a complete overturn of everyone that's in charge, because everyone that was in charge cannot be trusted.
And I see the deep state, as I call them, the swamp. If you want to get political, I see it in the government, the special interest. I'm just saying, if we all gave to charity regardless of race, I mean, we could bypass the whole system. But see, the social economic engineering, they say, the people in power go, oh, you're victimized. So people go, okay, well, we need the government to straighten that out. And the government causes chaos. And then when the chaos gets to an unbearable point, the people in power, in order to stay in power, offer some miraculous cure, like they're a prophet or something, and they're the ones causing the issue. But if, and it would take somebody like you who's aware to go, wait a minute, I have just as much brain power as anyone else, and I can do this. It takes somebody to realize, okay, I failed at this juncture in my life, but that doesn't define me as a person. I just learn from it, and you keep going. And you've done that. And if more people like you were sitting behind the desks at Salvation Army and Catholic Charities, this world would be a hell of a lot better than it is now.
But I get what you're saying, but at the end of the day, there's too many in the black community anyway. There's too many people that are just totally subscribed to nonsense, bruv.
I feel you, bro. I feel you.
It's true. It's like, bro. Okay, like if you use social media as a measuring stick, right? Or let's even narrow it down. Let's narrow it down just to YouTube. What are the most popular channels on YouTube? They are nonsense channels, bruv.
Like white gamers that sit behind computers.
Hold on. For instance, I'm a black Brit. Yeah.
Yup.
My channel, I know obviously I started my channel while I was in America and I've got a big American following. I get that. But I still got like half my audience is black, is UK as well. Right. When you look at the UK audience or the UK side of YouTube, right? Fiona said something. Fiona, stop making everything about black women. Jesus Christ, bruv. I gave you a chance to come on the stream and talk your things. Don't derail the thing about making about black women versus black men all the time. Yeah. But anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah. So boom, some of the most popular black UK channels. What are they? The usual music, drill music. Hold on, let me give her the link. Rap music, talking about celebrities, gossip in the industry, or they're just straight music channels. Like, it's nonsense. Or it's stereotypical guys doing the stereotypical things, talking nonsense. Those are the things that are always popular. I don't think I've really seen any other black UK YouTuber that talks about the stuff I talk about. I don't think I have. I don't think they exist.
I haven't found somebody on YouTube with the amount of courage and the balls you've got to sit here and say, okay, guys, we got problems.
Yeah, but please, in the chat, yeah, I could be wrong. If there's another black UK black guy, not some old dude, someone that's in the age under 30, right, that's talking the same way I do. Okay, big up JY's TV. Yeah, he's one. Yeah, big up JY's TV. Big up Chesamain as well. Two other YouTubers. But bruv, okay, that's three. That's three. 1, 2, 3. Now think about all the music channels. Think about all the drill music that gets pumped out every single day, telling black boys how much they can kill each other. Think about all the athletes you see all over the place just promoting nothing.
I mean, just that in general. I mean, like LeBron James, he makes me sometimes I just want to go like and hit myself in the head. First, he says, screw the police, all cops are bastards. And then he appeals to the public to help his friend find their relative's murderer. And it's like, bro,
Listen,
you
bruh,
can't have it two ways.
listen, this is the thing. Listen, we shouldn't be listening to celebrities, bro. We shouldn't listen to rap. Why is an athlete's opinion important? He's an athlete. That's it.
Yep, I agree.
He's just there to perform and and use his athletic ability, something he was probably just God given. He didn't, he was just a natural, bruv. Most athletes who make it to professional status, it was just the luck of the draw. They were just meant to be that. It's not nothing like, oh, it doesn't make them some political leader.
And I completely agree. And had he stuck to what he was good at, it would have been good. But
most athletes should just do their job and keep their mouth shut. That's it.
I agree, and let you guys figure yourselves out. I mean, but
bro, you gotta say your last point because I've got other people been waiting, bro.
I feel like though, like, I don't know. I think there needs to be more content on that. You say you've got some psych background. Yeah. I think you should just do a video on how the media is creating this vacuum of just pure nonsense.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do it. I've got 2 videos. I got one video which I was gonna put out probably on tomorrow's Friday, Saturday, talking about black men have enemies everywhere, and then I'll probably do another one talking, because I always talk about how the media and black people are kind of at odds. So I will do that definitely, man. Yo, bro, I appreciate you calling up, man. I appreciate talking to you every time, bro. I gotta let other people on though. Yeah,
take it easy, bro.
All right, man. Take care of yourself, bro.
All right, will do.
All right. Big up Andrew. Big up Zeno for the super chat. I see you, my brother. Big up Zeno, BMGV. Yeah, didn't say nothing, but he's supporting, and that's what you lot should be doing, man. You lot know I'm the realest YouTuber, bro. I'm the realest one. I don't care. I don't care who don't like it, bro. A lot of your favorite YouTubers now, they took shit from me. And I talk about more broader, more important topics than they do. Most of them, they're just chasing tail. Big up Zeno again. And look what he said. Realest guy on YouTube. How do I join the chat? Yo, if you want to join the chat, I'm putting the link in the chat right now. StreamYard link, yeah? Big up Zeno. I'm going to move on. Yo, Miami Soldier.
What's up, Riches? You can hear me?
Yeah, what's going on?
What's going on, man? I've been watching you for a minute, man. You my number 1 favorite YouTuber, man. I like your content that you put out.
I appreciate that.
But I just wanted some advice. I was with my girlfriend for 8 years, and she been cheating on me since the beginning of this year, and I just found out, and I was trying to just see.
Bro.
Yeah.
A lot of sound in the background. Can you go somewhere quiet?
Yeah.
Yeah, you good? Go on.
Yes, I was just calling for advice because I was just in a relationship for like eight years with my girlfriend, and I just found out like she was cheating on me from the beginning of this year, and I was just trying to figure out like what should I do? Should I try to move on, or should I just try to get back with her?
Hold on, how old are you?
25.
So you've been with her for 8 years, bro.
Yeah.
So what was the situation? How did you find out she was cheating on you?
Just going through her phone. I just went through her phone, and I just started going through it, and I just started seeing stuff. And I just found out like a couple days ago, though.
Couple days ago? Damn, bro. Like, oh man. So like, you know for sure she was doing stuff behind your back.
Yeah, I know for sure. Yeah, and she said
Bro,
she's still gonna do what she's doing. Like she's still gonna continue to cheat. So I was like, what should I do? Should I leave her alone or try to get back with her? What? I don't know.
bro, that's a wrap. That's done, bro. That's done.
That's
That's finished, bro. Like, don't even think about it, bro. And she's had the boldness to tell you that she's gonna carry on with the dude, bro.
yeah,
It's a wrap. It's finished, bro. In fact, it was finished a long time ago, bro.
yeah. I just never seen the signs. I ain't know. I mean, I knew. I didn't know she was. I mean, I should have known she was a hoe because there was some signs, but I probably just ignored them at the time.
Yeah, and you know what? This is a problem, or this is a mistake that a lot of guys make. A lot of times you'll see the signs that you're dealing with a girl that's not trustworthy, but you will still go all the way with her.
Yeah,
Now, I'm sure there was some red flags telling you that, rah, this girl probably not wifey material, but you still was like, ah, nah, you know, she's sexy, she's hot, I like sleeping with her, she helps me bust nuts, you know, I'm gonna stick with her. And now look, you've probably wasted 8 years. Her.
yeah. I wasted 8 years, and the thing is, like, she don't even care that we was like the 8 years don't mean nothing to her. It's like she don't even care about me wasting 8 years or her wasting 8 years with me.
Did you
She
cheat on
like,
her?
I cheated before.
Oh, okay. Well, at least you cheated as well.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, at least you cheated as well. Did she find out that you cheated?
Yeah, she found out, but that was like 2, 3 years ago. But she found out,
Bro, like, bro, it wasn't even a relationship
and
anymore.
that's what she said. She cheated because of me doing that 2, 3 years ago. I'm like,
Bro, it's over, bro. Move on. And I know that's hard because you've been with her for so long, you're so used and comfortable with her, but it's over, bro. Are you there? This guy's gone. Anyway, like, I don't know if he's gone. He's gone. But yo, if you listen to this after, yeah, bro, it's over, bro. Like, that relationship was over a long time ago. Cut your losses. Don't look back. Get power. Yeah, get power. Go to www.ambitionsofpower.com and get yourself a Ambitions of Power t-shirt and move on. Yeah, it's not worth looking back. She's gone, bro. Hey, if you are in the back, Zeno, turn your camera off. This ain't a camera show, bro. Just turn your camera off and I'll get to you, yeah? Cool. Jay, what's going on?
Yo, I'm here, man.
Yeah. What's going on? What's really good?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was listening to the topic of like the black people are getting like the worst resistance, and the reason why I want to, because it's a very interesting topic for me. I also did a lot of background knowledge about Africa, and the reason why is like I found out that, for example, in the slave era, they didn't use the black slaves at first. First, they used the prisoners of war and the looters and people who were offending like the law. And then they used the natives, and the reason why they continued on from the normal people, the normal citizens, the local citizens, is they couldn't make the journey. So the natives, they also couldn't make the journey. So then they found out the black people, they had the highest survivability rate, and yeah, they used the black people because they are the strongest. Also in DNA and in just skin, they are just, you guys are just superior in DNA. It's just works like that. I'm a proud, like, partially African. I'm Moroccan, and I even have black family. So I feel like spoken to if somebody offends like black people. I just get the same aggravation as other people.
I feel you, bro, because one of my best friends growing up, one of my best friends from back in the day, he's Moroccan as well, and he felt exactly the same way. Like he was like, I'm African. I don't care.
Yeah,
Skin,
yeah,
I'm African. Like, do you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? A lot of Moroccan, especially like North African people, they feel like
yeah,
if they hear someone saying something about Africa or African people, it irritates them just the same way as a darker skinned African
yeah, man.
be upset as well. So I respect that 100%. And yeah, what you're saying, it makes perfect sense that, like, obviously when the, let's say, colonizers came over to Africa, the continent of Africa, they are going to take the easiest people first. So that will be the prisoners and the criminals and all that. They, because the people of the land will hand them over easily. Like, do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? They're already in a, you know, lesser people, if that's the best way to put it. Do you know what I
yeah.
mean?
They're also the most easiest to reach out. If like people, they always like mostly try the most easy route at first,
Yeah,
and then they see later on that it doesn't work in long term, and then yes, they found the way to the black people because there was a lot of trial and error.
yeah, yeah,
So
man. Yeah, what you're saying makes absolute sense. And yeah, man. But like when I hear people say this, like, especially, and the worst thing is black people from outside of Africa or black nations, and they talk disparaging things about black nations. It makes my blood boil because
yeah,
I just know how ignorant they are. They have no mental power. People like
yeah,
that, no mental power. They, because your talking points have been installed into you. You don't even know what you're saying.
it's yeah, it's programming. It's neurological linguistic programming. Also, it starts at school. It starts at like books, social media, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
People around, like everybody watches the same TV, like our past generations, so they all put like shared their information, the same information to their lineage, you know, to their children. So it's a bit of a zombie state that a lot of people have,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's kind of sad, yeah. And um I am very proud of my nation, so I did a lot of research on it, as I said. And I'm a lot of times surprised that like black people are not proud of their nation, because if you look at only the map of Africa, everywhere that there's conflict, there are resources.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and not only that, Africa has a lot of hidden knowledge, ancient knowledge, a lot of stuff even that was modern day war equipment, didn't reach the level and the potency of equipment that, for example, nomads used for their water and stuff like that. So yeah, they already knew and do a lot of stuff that's far ahead of a lot of Western societies, and it's surprising. They had also a lot of kings. Gold was very much of a trading product. So it's very like, I'm very proud. I can if somebody like only finds me to argue with, I'm having it for breakfast, man. So it's easy, man. That's
That's why it's like me, like when I hear unfortunately, I have to say it very clear and straightforward. When I hear a lot of African Americans in particular say a lot of things, disparaging things, and listen, I don't have no problem with African Americans, and I lived with you lot, played football with you lot. I have a lot of African American friends, a lot, right? But when you hear certain ignorant opinions about people you don't really know about, it's irritating. It's irritating, bruv. Like, you know what I mean? And like when you do get in debates with this,
mhm.
with these certain individuals, they don't really know what the f they're talking about. Like this is so easy to just dismantle everything they're saying, but the fact is, because they have this animosity and it's so deep rooted, it doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what facts you come up with or what you say. You sold us. You're bad people. You look down at us. Blah blah blah. some of it, yeah, there are gonna be some people that are bad, and there are gonna be some people that are good. But fundamentally, you need to understand there's a reason why you have been taught to not like Africa and African people. There's a reason why that this divide between you lot is so strong, and it's being reinforced.
It's to keep people divided. If you divide like people of if you for example keep knowledge away from people and compartmentalize their knowledge and keep them divided and distracted, they can never act as a cohesive force. So
Exactly.
yeah,
And
so,
I'm not even telling, listen, I'm not telling you know, all black people now you have to claim you're African. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, bro, we need to all have a collective mindset and understand that socioeconomically we are held down. There are systems in place that deliberately keep us divided and deliberately keep us thinking a certain type of way about each other. And you know, it's our disadvantage, and it's to the advantage of people who do not have our best interests at heart.
yeah, I know, I know a lot of stuff about that, and it's also something that you get punished for it if you talk about it. So
Yeah.
but I completely agree with it that there is a like also the disease HIV or AIDS. Like I don't know the exact distinct differences between them like right now, but I know that DNA wise the disease is constructed as such that it attacks black DNA much more easier than white people's DNA. So that's also what I found out. I didn't know that always. You know, I learned it somewhere like a couple of years ago, but yeah, it's really and there was even a leaked document archive of an eight counted page of an archive of an leaked that was saying that it was created a lab disease. So there are more.
No, HIV. That's definitely a man. It's definitely a man-made disease. Definitely.
Yeah.
100%. But bro, I got other people. I got to bring.
No problem, man.
Is there anything you want to say in closing, quickly?
Oh yeah, like we as people we should unite, man. We should unite and connect and build our like alliances and there is nothing more stronger than a big bunch of twigs. You know that it cannot be broken. Like
and
no matter how much power
it don't matter if one twig is from Jamaica or one is from Britain,
exactly,
one is from America, or one of them's from Nigeria or Ghana or South Africa or Australia. It doesn't matter, bruv.
Exactly. That's how power starts. Like,
because guess what? At the end of the day, they're all still twigs.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah.
They can be twigs from different places, but they're still twigs. Anyway, I appreciate the call, man. Make sure you call back. I do the calling shows every week, yeah, so you get another chance.
Okay, yeah, no problem, man. I will do that.
All right, my brother. Take care of yourself,
bro.
Bro.
Yo, bye, bro.
All right. Zeno. Zeno. You've been waiting, bro. Zeno, I'm going to give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8.
Yo. I'm good to go, bro. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I thought you wasn't going to make it, man.
Man, I thought I wasn't going to make it as well, man. You're counting down, my heart was racing, man.
All right, what's going on, my brother? What's going on?
Man, I'm good, G. I'm good. I'm in a good state of my life where I'm in my mid-20s and I'm starting to see everything for what it is, man. And then I came across your channel through a brother, actually, who put me onto you. And, bruv, I resonate with everything you have to say, man. Like, it's just exactly how I see it, bruv. But you're like articulating it in a better way, man. And there's a few things that I'm hearing that like you say, and it's like, yeah, bro, it's but it's just exactly how it is, man. I just love to hear it, man. I love to hear the real shit. I really love to hear it.
That's awesome, bro. So like, what your boy he put you onto my videos, yeah?
Yeah, because I'll be real with you, bro. Like there's a few things that I was acting up in, like with like girls and that. Obviously, like I would like to say I'm a high value guy. I'm 6'2". I'm quite broad, big shoulders. White girls like me, that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, like growing up, I didn't really have to work hard. Like I just got it easy. Like in my teens, I was getting it easy. I was being a simp, but I'll be real with you, and still fucking bitches, like fine bitches. But obviously, like that shit only lasts for a while, bro. Like obviously, when you get older, these girls are not looking for only those qualities in a man. They're looking for alpha tendencies in a man. And the truth of the matter was, I wasn't up to the plate. I was like just simping about being the super nice guy, thinking that, you know what, that's that's gonna get me exactly what I want. And
Do you know what's mad? Yeah, like when you're a guy and you've had girls come around you easily, it kind of makes you a simp even more.
Trust.
Because you don't really get to see the dark side of things until the last minute, and then you're like shocked, like, oh my god, what's just happened? Then the next thing, you're on YouTube watching every red pill video you
yeah, you're not capping at all, man. As in, that's exactly what happened to me, man.
Yeah,
like it came as a massive shock because I'm thinking like, what? Like, am I not? I'm like, what's happened? Am I not that guy anymore? Like what's going on? And then, not gonna lie to you, it put me down a road of slight depression. And then yeah, it took me about maybe 8 months to fix myself up. And yeah, like on a real, like I want to keep it short because I know there's a lot of other people that want to come in as well. Is like just to say that I'm out here to support my black people, especially. I was born in Stratford, East London. I'm an East London boy. I now live in the north right now in Manchester. So I've toured about, I'm seeing what's happening with black people, especially the youth, and exactly what you say about the youth now with the whole drill music and all this shit, man. Like I've got a cousin now who just went in pen. He's like 19 over some dumb shit, and I know for a fact that he's definitely gassed off all this drill music and all this stuff, man. And it's sad. It's really really sad to see a generation like coming up are gonna be like almost like 10 times worse than us, and it's sad that they can't. And it's sad that they can't see that the society and the fucking famous people that they're worshipping don't give a fuck about them, and they're just out there trying to reap every part of them and suck them dry for what they are. It's so sad, man. And yeah, like it's a blessing to be able to see people on YouTube like yourself and other people actually talk about these things. Have an audience and a community that can actually come together and speak about this as well. It's really really nice, man. It's actually quite comforting.
Yeah, man, it's real, and yeah, that thing, bro. Like, there's a lot of foul influences out there, bro, and like like a lot of these boys, 19, 18, 19, 20, bro, they're putting themselves in a whole heap of madness for no reason because they're gassed up. And like you said, a lot of these so-called celebrities, yeah, they don't care. They don't care, bro. That's why a lot of times when bad things happen, they'll be like, well, I'm just talking about my life. I'm just talking about what I've seen. Maybe you should keep your mouth shut, because you're actually influencing somebody else who hasn't lived that life yet into thinking that that's glamorous or some way, or that's some way to live, when they don't have to go that way. That these guys they don't care. They just care about a buck. Yeah.
That's it, bro.
The whole reason why they're allowed to talk all this fuckery that influences these young boys is because it helps the system. It helps the system, which is against us. The system wants all these black boys to be drillers.
Because then it keeps us. Sorry, bro. Yeah,
the system wants the majority of black boys to be drillers and trappers, bro. That's what it wants. That's why these guys are allowed to go on YouTube and mainstream TV talking about drilling the ops
and get monetized doing it.
Why is it that a guy, there is countless music videos on YouTube which are monetized? They are monetized by Coca-Cola, McDonald's, Burger King. Yeah, they have mainstream commercials on them. And in the video, the boys are all dressed up in black Nike tracksuits, wearing masks, talking about killing each other, bro. How can that be normal? Then if I come out and make a video talking about black people need to come together, it gets demonetized. Why is that, bro?
Because they don't want to see black people at high state of vibration, bro.
Exactly. And then these same guys, once these rappers become rich, they don't give a shit about anything, bruv. They never cared in the first place anyway. And you know what's ironic? When things like Black Lives Matter come around, now they're all like, yeah, Black Lives Matter. You don't care about nothing. Don't bother.
Man, this whole Black Lives Matter movement, like, to be honest, that's kind of what sparked a lot of my interest in the whole black empowerment thing. I won't lie to you. But then the deeper I got into it, the deeper I started realizing, yeah, it's deeper than just the agenda that's being pushed. Like, there's other forces at play here. Like, it's mad. And obviously, like, what I see anyways, and I think you mentioned this the other day, actually, I'm sure it was you, is basically they're keeping Africa and black people at a certain like state to kind of because obviously, like, there's a lot of resources and we have a lot of services that we can give to the world. So if they can keep us how we are, and I'm sorry to say this, but most black people today are acting stupid. It's acting stupid, and that's undeniable, and it's by design. And I think you always say it with the social engineering, it's by design.
Yeah.
And obviously, if you keep them or us, because I'm black, in that state of vibration, then you can tap into those resources cheap.
Yeah. What?
And
like, think about it. With everything going on in Nigeria, what was going on in Nigeria before all of this hype over the police that are killing people? It was the Chinese people were going in Nigeria, buying up land and doing whatever they want over there.
They're
Then
fucking it up Nigeria right now, man.
Quiet. Nobody's talking about that. It's still going on. And it's going on now, even with the government sending out their kill squads to kill people. Do you think those non-black people have left Nigeria? No, they're still doing what they want to do, and they're still exploiting the land. So this is the problem that black people have. They can be easily distracted and easily set on a course of destruction. Easily. And all you got to do is put a rapper or an athlete and put him as a figurehead and say, and make it look like everything's all right. That's all.
It's sad, man.
And then at the same time, keep black people hating each other because one was born in this place and one was born in that place. Oh, you lot sold us. Oh, you lot hate us. You lot think you're better than us. Our rice is better than your rice. Stupid shit.
Do you mind if I come in, brother?
Huh?
Do you mind if I come in? Sorry. Yeah. So like basically, I went because obviously I was born in the UK, right? But I'm Nigerian. Like I'm Nigerian and decent, innit? So basically, I was fucking up as a youth. So my parents took me to Nigeria. You know them ones.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was there in Nigeria, that's when I got to see life properly. That's when I got to see like struggle. That's when I got to understand respect, all of them. And during my time there, because they saw me as I was from like the UK, I was treated a bit differently. Like they automatically treated me differently.
Yeah.
So of course. So you have one. You got two sides of the spectrum. It was never in the middle. You got the guys that would want to fuck with me because I'm from the UK, and the guys want to fuck me up because I'm from the UK.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Like. So I saw both sides of the spectrum, and that opened up my eyes to understand the divide in black people. Just that was the starting point. Because obviously, as a kid, there's only so much you can see. Then when I came back to the UK, again, it broadened up my scope to understanding exactly just how divided we are. We're out here talking about Ghanaian or Nigerian jollof, which one's better? Why does that matter?
Why does that even matter? Bro, you're fucking shit. Like, this is the, oh my God, bro. Like, this thing, it's a, bro, I swear to God, I don't think I'm better than no one else, bro, yeah? And I know I'm a stereotype. Yeah, I know I am. It's just that I'm aware. I'm aware.
Too aware, man. Too aware.
Like obviously you sound like you're awake. You know what I'm saying? Like, and another reason why I think I'm awake is because I've traveled, and because you've just said that you grew up in, you was born in here and you went back to Nigeria. I think that's what makes you wake up as well. When you travel.
It made me wake up differently, man.
Yeah, you see things different, bro. Like, because bro, how can Ghanaians and Africans, I mean, how can Ghanaians and Nigerians be arguing about whose jollof rice is better when both your countries are shit?
And it's fucking rice, for goodness sake. Rice.
What about your economy?
We're a fucking joke, man. It's sad, man. It's sad.
But it's okay because we've got rappers and singers and athletes. Fucking dumb. Bro, let me go on to the next caller because Fiona's here, man, and I always like to get females' perspective on shit.
Much appreciated, brother. Like, listen, keep on doing what you're doing, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. Listen, I do call in shows all the time. Make sure you call back again, bro.
I'll be supporting the cause as well, man. Don't watch.
All right, I appreciate that, G. Look after yourself. I'll talk to you soon, man. All right, I'm gonna bring on my good mate, Fiona.
Hi, good night. Can you hear me?
Hello, Fiona. I'm so happy to hear from you. What's going on?
I'm sure you are.
Yeah, Fiona. I feel like me and you have a love-hate relationship, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm very active in your comment section. I think I'm the clapback queen of your comment section. But
Yeah,
for some reason they like to hear my opinion, and I don't know, it just escalates from there.
No. Do you know what? Yeah, even though I know I say stuff like, oh, don't say this, don't say that, I actually do appreciate hearing your voice because I know even though I don't agree with you, I don't think you're being malicious. You know what I'm saying? I don't like, you can tell when someone's just being malicious for no reason. Like, I feel like
I have a different perspective.
Yeah, you got a different perspective, and I feel like when I speak to you, like when I spoke to you last time, I feel like we can find common ground on certain things. Do you know what I mean? You're not just like, oh, I just sit like this and I'm not gonna listen to nothing you got to say. Fuck you. Like, you're not like that, innit? So that's why I feel, I fucks with you.
And I'm actually quite, reserved in real life, and I only kind of give my opinion, when it's called for. So this is an outlet for me.
Okay.
So it's quite good. Yeah.
All right. Awesome sauce. All right. So Fiona, let's jump straight into it, man. Let's get into it, yeah. Because I'm gonna make you the last caller because they save the best till last, yeah. So what have I said recently that has rubbed you the wrong way, or you haven't agreed with, or anything that you feel needs addressing? Let's go.
Well, firstly, this whole black women and securing a date thing, I think you did a whole video on that. And I don't know if that was based off of our conversation, and it sort of came across as though I was looking for dating advice and and things like that, which I wasn't. But I think the issue have and what I've said to you in the past is that the talking points seem to be similar to other manosphere channels, and I just don't think it's constructive. I think that black women, we know that we're not the most desirable. We had an article in Psychology Today, I think a few years ago, by a doctor or professor from the London School of Economics, which basically placed black women at the bottom in terms of attractiveness. So along with Asian men, but I suppose you can have a discussion with, I think you said you can have a discussion with Risen.
This study.
This was, because I remember it was in Psychology Today, and it was around 2011. And
who was they asking? What nation?
well, they did I know, like, from what I can remember, it was a questionnaire or something that was submitted, and they got everyone's responses in regards to who they felt were the most attractive, and it was Asian men and Black women who came out
Yeah, but
at the bottom.
The thing is,
This was a social sciences study.
Yeah, I get that, but what I'm trying to get at is what
I think it was based in the UK, because the guy that did it was from the London School of Economics. He was an Oriental, sort of East Asian. I mean, he does a lot of controversial articles. He talks about, African people having a lower IQ, and that's why the continent is in the position that it's in, and all this stuff. But anyone who wants to research that can. But my point is that although it's worded as constructive, and you're just trying to help us out, we don't really need the help, I don't think, in that perspective, because we kind of know, and I think it's more a thing of attracting views, because to me, the way I feel is it's very lucrative. This kind of talking points has been going for quite some years now.
What's the hold on, B. What's the video that I put out where I'm just talking about Black women are not?
You did a whole laundry list of things. You talked in the last video you put. You talked about weave.
So it was one point I was making with individual, which you kind of taking it out of context. You just taking that one line and you're making a whole basically debate.
It was kind of negative, King Riches. It was like, baby mothers, weave,
that's
weight.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is your initial point that you want to talk about is that, well, you feel like me talking about Black women not being the most desirable is basically redundant because we already know this, and why I think bro, that wasn't even a main point in that video. That was just something I said.
Well, these were things to improve on. Is that correct? These were things we should improve on.
Yeah, and I never said, and in the video where I was talking about things that Black women should improve on, I never said anything about them not being attractive. I'm just saying things that are in your control change.
But you see, the reason why I think we take it in the way that we do and we interpret it in the way that we do is because the same points that you raised in the video are the same points that are spoken upon all the time, and it has a lot of negative connotation, and it's like, well, we know, and it comes to a point where you think, well, okay, well, instead of talking about what you don't like, talk about the women that you do want, then, like the non-Black women, and how fantastic they are, and encourage your audience on how to select those type of women, seeing as they're the most sort of prime women in from what I can see from what your subscribers feel.
So you're saying I should just make videos talk about the women that I do like?
Yeah, that's
fair enough. I could do that, but at the end of the day, I'm not just gonna make a whole channel talking about girls that I do like. I'm gonna talk about every aspect of life.
It's not as fun, is it, to do that? I think it creates more
it's not about
tension and more atmosphere when you talk about Black women and all these negative things.
It's about what's real. It's about what us guys think. There are girls that I'm attracted to that they do certain things that I don't like, and that's the reason why I wouldn't date them. And some of these girls are ignorant to that. They don't know. There's some.
I think they do know the weave thing. We know you don't like weave.
If they knew that what they're doing is not desirable, then why are they still doing it?
As I said, the weave thing, I think, is an insecurity thing. I think I've spoken to you about this before. It's an insecurity thing. To some point, laziness as well, because it is easier to deal with that type of texture, and it takes less time. You just throw in a wig, push a brush through it, and you're straight through the door. Whereas with Afro hair, you've got to be a little bit more gentle with it. It takes time. You've got to untangle it and all of that. So yeah, I agree with you in that point. It's a bit of laziness.
Okay, and let me ask you this: what percentage?
But it is a self-esteem thing as well.
hold on,
Okay.
hold on. What percentage of black chicks do you think wear weave? What percentage in the UK? Let's just talk about, because obviously you don't know about America. That's fair enough. In the UK, what percentage of black girls do you think?
Well, I'm seeing it now from a very young age, and I'm talking, I see school age children like 13, 14, which for me, you know, my mum would never have allowed that at that age. I think personally, it's too young. But you know, I don't really like it, but I think it's a self-esteem thing, and I think videos and social media, things that are published there, doesn't help, and I think it's only making it worse. And the sort of criticism that I'm hearing and seeing, it's not constructive. It's kind of bashing, and I think it does something to their self-esteem, and it just yeah, I think they're trying to fit in. They're trying to appeal to the same men that are rejecting them, and young men and young boys. And that's just my opinion on that. I just don't feel, we've got whole social science studies backing up this whole idea that, black women are unappealing. And after a while, it does start to mess with your psyche. And
you know what? And I agree with that. Like, what the thing? Like, the thing is, like, I'm not like dismissing the things you say, but like, I respond in response to the videos I put out, the content I put out, because that I'm not Mr. Let's go and get a white girl, or Mr. Let's go and get a non-black woman. I'm not that guy, bruv. Yeah. But at the same time, I'm going to be brutally honest, bruv. Yeah. And just from you saying that, yeah, a lot of girls these days are wearing weave from an even younger age than before, that means that the majority of black females walking around are wearing weave. So of course I should talk about that, because the majority of them are doing that. You told me before, oh, you should only talk about the girls that the things you do like. Bro, well, if the majority are doing the things I don't like, then that is more relevant.
But I think that your audience in particular appear to be more into sort of non-black women, more racially ambiguous women.
How?
Because I mean, I think you titled the last video wrong anyway. I don't think it should have been, I think it should have been something along the lines of how, you should make a video along the lines of how black men can attract non-black women, because this seems to be the issues that they're having in, securing those types of relationships, because they're always calling in and commenting on that specific aspect. Oh, we're not liked by white women. We're not liked by, mixed women. Mixed women tend to go for the brads and things like that. So I think it would be interesting for you to do a video along those lines.
Listen. Like you said this last time, yeah. The people in the chat box, in the chat, is only a small smidgen of the people that watch my videos. There was a guy on here who is pro-black, pan-African, all of that. That I have a lot of people that watch my videos just because I talk about black issues. So when you say, oh, most of my audience want non-black women, that's absolutely not true. I've done videos talking about, basically.
Not you.
Hold on. No, but it's the same audience, because think about it. I've done videos talking about how white women age like milk, and white women are not gonna, white women can't save us. Mixed race women are overrated. I've done all those kind of videos,
which I've seen.
Yeah. Recent, bruv. Yeah. So when you say that audience, they want to do interracial, kind of silly, really.
And in a lot of these videos, I like to add, it's a lot of comparative, comparing us to an ideal, and those ideals are tend to be non-black women, and then when you turn it around.
Give me an example. Like what?
For example, just saying, that they generally look better, but then I know girls out here that from the early age of 17 or 21 are going into doctors' chairs, having things injected into their lips. And
hold on, bro.
Right. If you think I'm lying, look up Molly May. She's the person from
hold on. Who said that?
Love Island.
who said that they generally look better? Who said that?
I think from what I've seen and heard on
From
these channels, as a consensus, I think that black males
other
do
channels,
think that they look better.
not my channel. From other channels, you
I've
can't.
seen things in your comments and things from what I can see. Look, what you say and what people comment and what the majority, the consensus is, are two different things.
Okay.
So you might think something different, but I read the comments. I'm very active in the comments, and I can see what people's perspectives are. So you're just one person.
Let me say this: I respond to 99% of all my comments, bro. I respond to everything. Yeah. And when people say things, when people come here and start saying disparaging things about black women, things that are just totally untrue, I usually delete their comments or just don't. They don't get no airplay. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, so when you're saying all of this, it's kind of like I feel like you're seeing this on other platforms, and because my platform is in ways similar, you're kind of applying that to us, to this platform here as well, which I understand why, but it's not fair.
Well, perhaps I'm being a bit biased, but I just think that the last video you did, the last couple of videos you did, in terms of when you were talking about single mothers, again, that's another issue, and all the points that the laundry list of things that black women have to improve to get a man, and I just don't see this much bashing towards other women. I don't hear people talking about the cosmetics procedures that they get. I mean, who are they trying to emulate then? If we're trying to emulate them with the weave, what exactly are they doing when they're getting butt surgeries and
no
kind of thing?
They're insecure as well, obviously.
So I think we're both equal in trying to outdo each other.
Listen, women are insecure in general, blood.
True.
Women, this is the one thing that a lot of guys don't understand here about girls. Women are actually very insecure creatures. A lot of time when women act like they're overly confident, oh yeah, I'm better than this guy, that guy, I'm too good for him. It's usually just bravado. It's not real. They're not really confident. I always talk about this. I had some girl from Birmingham, really good looking black girl, all of that. Yeah. And I really liked her a lot. This girl was one of the most self-conscious people I ever met in my life. There was nothing wrong with her.
Yeah.
One time she called me, come to my house, I need you. I come to her house. Bro, early in the morning, she had trashed her whole house. And I asked her what was wrong with her. She said, I'm ugly. She trashed her whole house because she felt ugly.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that is an insecurity that a lot of women have in general. I mean, with the rise of social media, Instagram, you women are comparing yourselves to everybody else. And it's not healthy.
But I think, obviously I don't watch other platforms with many platforms. I do watch a few, but not many with that have the same type of commentary. I'm talking about non-black channels. So perhaps they do discuss these things, but I think it's a huge thing that's being discussed on male black YouTube channels. And I just think that the overall opinion is that it's very negative, and and it just makes you feel like, as soon as you walk out the door, you're going to see an overbeast, overweight, unattractive, ugly black. It just doesn't make you feel very confident. That's all I wanted to say on that.
You know what? I do actually agree with you, and I've said it before in other videos. I feel like there are a lot of black guys who just talk cash shit about black women.
It's very lucrative as well.
And it is. And they go on and on about black women and how they're failing, and they never talk about non-black women. Like I do talk about non-black women and how they how they fuck up too. That's the difference between me and them.
And before people in the chat, and before people
say one thing. Let me just say one thing.
Okay.
A lot of these black guys who they talk a lot of shit about black women. Well, I wouldn't say a lot of them, but some of them they have very little experience with non-black women. Very little.
I would say, I'm going to be controversial here, that not about probably over 90% of them have probably never dated a black woman in their lives. And that's becoming even more common with the younger people, especially younger black guys.
Yeah, I would
A lot
agree
of
with
them have never had any experience with a black girl. I don't know what it is. I think it's this. I think they're almost shy to approach black women in a way because of everything that they're seeing, social media and things like that.
Bro, it's not that they're shy, because if they were shy, they wouldn't move to non-black chicks either. The reason why a lot of these young boys, these 16, 17, 18-year-old boys, they're not really going for black girls, because they have been, let's say, they've been taught that black girls, bad attitude, and white girls are more accessible. If you're in like the UK, white girls are just accessible to everywhere.
But by who? By the elders? Who's taught them this?
They
Because I was having a
and yeah, they've heard it as well. They've heard it from other guys as well, older guys as well. They see it around, and plus you got to remember the media has a big part to play in it as well. If you see your favorite rapper and he's got all racially ambiguous girls all around him, then obviously you're gonna want to emulate that. If you see your favorite footballer, he's got a white girl or mixed or whatever, you're gonna emulate that, bro.
Why is that though? Because other cultures, who have also not had the best of times, some of them, like Asians, Jewish people, they tend to cling to their
Asians and Jewish, bro.
Well, that also have not to the same extent. I understand that.
Yeah.
But they still tend to, although they're living in Western societies, they still tend to gravitate towards, people that look like them and marry and build in their own community.
They have because they have a community. Black people don't have no community, bruv.
True.
That's why we're easily picked apart. This is the actual the foundation of the problem. Black people outside of black nations don't have no proper community. It's a what's the word when you just make something out?
The improvising as we go. We're flying the plane as we build it. Yeah.
It's not real. It's just improvised. It's whatever we've got to work with. We're living in countries that are not for us, which have institutions targeted against us. The media is targeted against us. So obviously our community is not going to be solid. It's not going to be built on moral foundations. It's going to be whatever it is. So a community like that is easily torn to pieces, and it's easily is easy to make the men not like the women and the women to not like the men. It's easy to do that.
On that point, actually, I wanted to go back to your point earlier in the chat when you were talking
Let
about.
me just start the super chats quickly.
Okay, go ahead.
Big up Mental Health Matters. He says 800,000 people every year commit suicide. That is 800,000 too many. Everyone in the chat know that you are valuable, loved, and worthy. Rah, big up mental health, man. That's actually big, and that's actually very important, because where I live, a couple actually jumped off the bridge in my house like last week. So that's actually very.
It's this whole lockdown thing, isn't it?
Yeah, like it was crazy. Like yeah, a couple jumped off the bridge and killed themselves. Yeah, big up mental health. Hold on. Sorry if you super chatted and I haven't called you out. I apologize, because StreamYard does a madness sometimes and then I can't scroll back up. But yeah, go on. What was you gonna say?
The last kind of point I wanted to make was I wanted to touch on something you mentioned earlier in the chat about this whole Caribbean African relations within the UK.
Yeah.
I just want to add another side of it, because yes, I remember being at school and all the comments that were made like towards children who were you know, from West Africa and things like that. But I also remember having friends and their parents telling them, you know, oh, don't hang around with that person, or don't hang around with me, because I had older brothers as well. They didn't want them to kind of associate. I don't know what my brothers were going to do to them, but they didn't want them to associate with me either. This whole, I mean, I got comments myself, the whole outcast thing. And, you know, I think you've got to realize as well that we've been out of Africa for so long. We have created our own culture. Same thing with African Americans. They've created their own culture, which, you know, is very influential around the world. You probably agree. But yeah, we've created our own culture because, you know, there's nothing else we really could do. And I think that African people are very proud people, which is very good. But I think sometimes that pride can come across as though the culture is kind of better than, I don't want to say, yeah, well, yeah, that's my opinion. It can come across in some instances that, you know, this culture is better. You know, we're the original kind of thing. And, you know, I just want to say that I think they're all equally as important. And I think for all those people that had those sort of interactions in school, because I had it as well on the other side, but then when you grow up and you get mature, you know, I think you just kind of sort of start immersing yourself in other people's cultures as Black people anyway, so it all doesn't really matter. So I just wanted to put that point across and bring another perspective to that, because you know, I've lost friends through their parents. That, you know, they'd invite, for example, if they had a white friend, they'd invite them over to their house. I was never invited to their house, even though we were friends at school. We were all cool, you know, and you know, a lot of us sort of Caribbean people, we actually did very well in our own islands. But for some reason, when we've come over here, I don't know if it's because of the education system or what's happened, but it just hasn't been the same. So I just wanted to make that point.
No, that's interesting. And what you're saying, I know is true. Because I know, like, you know, even my mom has said disparaging things about, you know, Jamaicans and that, like that, back in the day. I mean, she knows better now, but like at the time when it was like really mattered, you know, she had those kind of like ideals. And, you know, at the end of the day, I feel like we Black people, no matter where you're from, we just need to. It's like the analogy that me and the Moroccan guy was saying, that we're all twigs. Like let's say Black people are twigs, yeah, on the base level. We're all twigs, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you are a twig from America, Jamaica, Nigeria, or Australia. You're all twigs. And if twigs come together, they're strong. But if twigs are separate, they're weak. It's a very simple concept. Now, we don't need going into the intricacies of whose culture is better is irrelevant, because no matter how better or worse our cultures are amongst ourselves, we're all in the same toilet. That's my only thing I've got to say about this whole tribalism thing. I'm not telling African Americans or Caribbeans, you need to go and be a Pan-African. You need to forget about wherever you're from and go to Nigeria. I'm not saying that, bro. Nigeria's got a hell of a lot of problems.
Right.
And a lot of Nigerian people and African people in general are ignorant. A lot of them ignorant, you know, and it's not their fault. And some of them are ignorant on purpose. Yes. But what my thing is that we are all twigs. And if we can come together, we can be a strong force. But if we all stay where we are, oh, I'm Jamaican, I'm African American, I'm from the UK, I'm this, I'm that. Bro, even Ghana and Nigeria, which are next door to each other, don't like each other.
Right.
How the fuck are we ever gonna get any kind of power? Ever?
Well, I think other
At the end of the day, we're in 2020, right? Blacks in America are being shot and killed. Blacks and okay, in Nigeria, it's black people killing other black people. But at the end of the day, though, that government which is in place, which allows that kind of shit, is deliberately there and been deliberately installed by non-black people, bruv. It's in non-black people's interest to keep the countries unstable. It's in their interest because if let's say if it was in England's interest to make Nigeria a stable country, best believe it will get fixed overnight.
I just want to say, I think non-black people have similar cultural issues within their communities as well, but I think they come together when it matters.
Yes.
And that's the important thing.
Yes, they'll come together when it matters, bruv. and why do we know this is true? Because when slavery was alive and well, everyone was profiting from it, except black people.
Right.
There was black slaves in every country. There was black slaves, bruv.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to say, really. I just wanted to say,
that's awesome.
I just wanted to say that you've got actually quite some nice people in your comment section, and I've enjoyed interacting with all of them. Particularly, you know, it just I don't know, makes my day go along a bit quicker. Particularly if I'm a bit bored at work, I just reply to a few comments. So I just want to say hi to everyone that comments and I respond to. It's really interesting, and I just like hearing other people's perspectives on things. So yeah, it's quite good.
Yeah, that's awesome. And listen, like, I always value and appreciate your opinions, even though some of them are a bit sketchy. But I do appreciate you coming over.
Oh, and I think you should do some kind of mixer after we come out of this lockdown, because there's sort of a lot of familiar names that are always replying to me in the comment section and things like that. And everyone's always asking what I look like and all of that. So it'd be nice, like, to sort of have some sort of I don't know, what would you call it, a meet and greet?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like, you know, come on, the germs are flying around and people.
I know, obviously outside of when we come out of lockdown, but yeah.
Yeah, man, trust me. And the worst thing about it, I'd have to do one in London and one in the States somewhere as well, because half my audience are American.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
half of my audience are like, yeah, half my audience are American, and like the other 2/3, no, not 2/3, then a third is UK, then the next significant chunk is Canadian, then the rest is like everywhere else. Do you know what I mean? So it'll be a bit mad. But yeah, man, and look, I really appreciate getting females' perspectives on everything. Do you know what I mean? And so that's why I really appreciate Fiona jumping on. Yeah, and big up to everyone in the chat, man. So I'm gonna let it close out like that.
Okay, don't get discouraged. Keep going.
I appreciate that, Fiona. Listen, every time I do a call-in show, you better be ready to call in, yeah?
I'll try. Sometimes I just, you know, I don't know. But I'll try the next time. Yeah, if you do one over the weekend, I might try and jump in as well.
All right, cool. All right, cool beans. I'll talk to you in a little bit. And yo, hey, listen, when I might have a time where I want to do a specific video talking about black men, black women dynamics. So email me so that we can do that. Yeah, Fiona. Anyway, look, boom. This has been a really good call-in show. I will be back tomorrow, definitely back tomorrow. Make sure you go watch my video that I did earlier talking about power. I know you lot love those videos where I talk about power. Make sure you go and check that out. Leave a like, leave a comment. Make sure, if you haven't already, hit up the Cash App, support the realness. Yeah. # King Riches 100. Make sure you go to my website as well so you can pick up a t-shirt like the one I'm wearing. Hold on. Make sure you pick up the t-shirts. Yeah, ambitionsofpower.com. Yeah, www.ambitionsofpower.com. Big up everyone that's gone to the website and picked up a t-shirt already. I appreciate that highly. Yeah, make sure you do that and join the power team. It's all about power, nothing else. Get power and be happy and live in control. Live in control. Anyway, with that being said, I appreciate all of you. I'm leaving. I'll be leaving this video up for a little while, but I might take it down. Yeah, I'm going to have to review it to make sure nothing too crazy was said. But anyway, I appreciate all of you. Take care of yourselves. I'm out. Peace.